It's the PFL Europe playoffs.
What a stoppage!
The battle started in Newcastle, England this past March.
What a knockout!
And our fighters set the MMA world on fire.
She's got it! Also to the chin! Wow! So impressive! That's tight! He's out!
What a finish from Simeon Powell!
Then it was on to Berlin.
Wow! What a finish by Taleb! Oh, there it is! What a left hand! By Luis McGrillen!
Tonight, from Paris, France, the world's best from over 10 countries.
That scores the submission victory! What a fight!
4 weight classes. And the biggest signing from the sport of kickboxing makes his exclusive PFL MMA premiere. 2-time world champion Cédric Doumbé.
I'm the best MMA fighter in the world. I want to make history. That's why I'm here.
Hang on. We're about to light up Paris, France. It's time for the PFL Europe playoffs.
Welcome, PFL fight fans, to Paris, France, home of our first ever PFL Europe playoff event. A beautiful host city full of iconic architecture, some of the world's most famous landmarks, and tonight, incredible mixed martial arts action with a lot at stake. We're in the playoffs, and that means these fighters are vying for a spot in a Dublin championship coming up December 8th. Beautiful night out in front of the legendary Louvre. Anticipation and incredible matchups coming your way in the third installment of PFL Europe, our first event in the country of France, where mixed martial arts was just legalized a few years ago. A special treat here at the Zénith Arena, a sold-out show. The fans here have welcomed the PFL to France, obliging by filling up this beautiful building, one of the greatest concert venues in the great country of France. But it's all about our season format here in PFL Europe. 8 fighters in each weight class, 4 different weight classes. One regular season fight leads into the playoff semifinals. Winners tonight advance to a championship in Dublin. If you can win that championship, you get $100,000, potentially a spot on the PFL Global roster, and a beautiful gold belt, which just made its television debut last night at the weigh-ins.
It's beautiful and incredibly heavy as well. Incredibly heavy. You've got one, haven't you, Sean?
Well, look, I don't have a PFL Europe.
Not yet. I can sign you up, my friend.
PFL Europe, at the end of the year, 3 wins, there's $100,000 on the table. You are world-class level.
Dakota! Simeon! Beautiful. That's it! She's got it!
This is your biggest opportunity. Go, people, remember your name.
You can see Dan Hardy, the improvements from the last time we saw him. Ledero's hurt here. Ledero's hurt here. Goes out. This might be the end of the fight. Swinging away early. Oh!
Beautiful jab!
What a finish! Oh, there it is again!
Cornelia home in top position where she does her best work.
Good right hand from Frans Mlambo. Hard tries to get another one landed. He's got him hurt.
Mitchell's got a great takedown and a very good ground game, so I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for the takedown right away, because the Ripper's got some nasty ground and pound. This one heads to the judges' scorecard.
Benkaci started off for a little attack of his own.
Sudden short punch from the side, and now he says,
Got it locked in. Get ready, Maxine. Behind the head.
He's got it.
Jakub Kaszuba stays undefeated.
that was a nice straight left from Dylan Tuke.
There's the high kick attempt again. Takedown from Tuke.
Let's talk about our brackets. Here's everyone's favorite weight class, the light heavyweights, 205-pounders, and we've got some animals here. Simeon Powell facing off against the powerful grappler Daniel Ladero. Jakub Neto and Anthony Salomon. Salomon, of course, a French fighter, bringing a lot of fans into the Zénith tonight. That promises to be a stellar matchup. From there, let's move into our women's flyweight bracket. Dakota Ditcheva and Cornelia Holm, both coming off of big wins. Very different types of wins. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but big wins. And the winner of that fight will move on to face Valentina Skatici, who gets the walkover because her opponent was not able to make weight. So a lucky Skatici awaits the winner of tonight's playoff fight. Our bantamweight bracket looks like this. Moktar Benkaci steps in to take on Frans Mlambo. Khurshed Kakhorov and Ali Taleb have been talking trash since Berlin. These guys do not like one another. That's going to be explosive. And of course, the lightweights. Geysim Derouiche against John Mitchell, Dylan Tuke and Jakub Kaszuba. And look at that. Potentially, two Irish fighters could advance to face one another in the championship, which will be in Dublin, Ireland on December 8th. We also have a full slate of incredible showcase action for you. We'll start the night with women's flyweights, Shanelle Dyer and Luisa Cifuentes. And how about Cédric Doumbé and Abdouraguimov, the Lazy King and the French superstar in the main event and the co-main event. If you're not already excited enough about our first PFL Europe playoffs, our first event in Paris, take a look at this and watch Dan Hardy getting all of our fighters amped up for tonight.
These are always weird, right? Always standing staring at me like I'm some kind of teacher. Okay. This is the playoffs. This is a big deal for us as PFL. It's a big deal for all of you guys as well. Some of you are playoff fighters and you've earned your place here. Some of you are making your PFL debut. Welcome. I am beyond honored to have every single one of you here. You're all superstars. You're all fantastic martial artists. You've all very, very hard trained, prepared for this moment, right? You all know how much hard work you've put in. You know how many people around you are supporting you in this moment, right? They want to see you with this. They want to see you with this gold belt around your waist for those in the championships. Not yet, but soon maybe. Not you either, soon maybe. Of course you can. Feel the weight of it. Wow. How beautiful, right?
Thank you.
Look, it's a big deal for us, big deal for you guys, big deal for the PFL. It's a big opportunity, of course. Everybody in the playoffs, we want to see you in Dublin, and good luck. Everybody that's fighting on this card, that's making your PFL debut, that doesn't have another fight after this, I will look forward to seeing you again. For me, for you, for your family and friends and your teammates, just give everything you've got, right? Give everything you've got. This crowd is going to be like nothing else you've ever experienced before, guaranteed. Cedric, back me up, right? Like nothing else you've ever experienced. This is going to be an incredible event. We sold out, we found more tickets, we sold them, we found more tickets, we sold them as well. There's not a single seat left in the house. Everyone's there for you guys. Make the most of it. Good luck.
Get them going.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Paris, France. Welcome to the Zénith. And welcome to the first ever PFL Europe playoffs. Tonight we will find out who will secure their places in December's championship. But we start tonight with a special showcase bout. Introducing first, Fighting out of the blue corner, she's an MMA specialist and stands 5 feet 5 inches tall. She weighed in officially at 126 pounds. She holds a professional record of 4 wins and 2 losses. Fighting out of Bogota, Colombia, Luisa Cifuentes. And her opponent, fighting out of the red corner. She is a striking specialist and stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. She weighed in officially at 125.4 pounds and holds an undefeated professional record of 2 victories and no defeats. Fighting out of London, England, Shanelle, the Nightmare Dyer. Referee in charge, Derek Hickey.
A possible 3 5-minute rounds here in this showcase bout. Shanelle Dyer in the red, Luisa Cifuentes in the gray. Sean O'Connell, Stephen Struve, Dan Hardy had the pleasure of being here beside the smart cage. Southpaw stance for Cifuentes as expected.
I expect this to be a real kicking game, a battle of kicks to start with until one person starts to dominate and then we'll close the range down. That was a good left hand from Cifuentes early.
Snapped the head of Shanelle Dyer back.
She threw it after her kicks. She surprised Dyer that way.
Mixing it up.
Saw both.
See, what's interesting is most of the time when people step into the smart cage with Shanelle Dyer, they don't want to stand and trade. The confidence of Cifuentes to stand and trade is going to open up some opportunities that Shanelle Dyer might not have dealt with before.
There, Dyer tests a high kick, lances off the guard of Cifuentes, goes to work on the low leg.
There's that teep straight down the center line.
Cifuentes is throwing the punch, the kick, and then the spinning back fist to try and get her feet back where they belong.
Something else to watch out for as well. Both of these ladies are really good with their counter kicks. A lot of fighters throw hands before kicks. Shanelle's very good at finishing her combinations with kicks and catching people in the body unawares. Oh! Hey!
Kicks the leg out from under Cifuentes and right down into the guard of the Colombian.
Dyer wants to test the ground game of Cifuentes, see what she's got to offer over there.
Good post on that bottom knee to try and slow down Cifuentes' ground game attacks.
She needs to control those wrists. She doesn't want Dyer to unleash on her.
Trying to trap that armbar. Dyer's got to watch out for her hips kicking out to the side. Now she's looking to pass to half guard.
She just stepped right over that bottom leg of Cifuentes. The corner of Cifuentes asking for some urgency, wants a stand up here.
She's got that shin across the midsection of Shanelle Dyer, which means that she can create space if she wants to. Shanelle's doing a great job of raining punches down. She's got to be careful of this triangle setup. Beautiful pass.
Goes all the way to north-south here. Shanelle Dyer, 22 years of age, as mentioned. Already putting a well-rounded skill set on display. Cifuentes controlling the head with that thigh master squeeze.
Already see some bruising on the leg of Cifuentes. Potentially looking to isolate an arm here as well. Maybe Kimura setups, potential armbar.
Is spending a lot of energy just holding on Shanelle Dyer so far. And in the first round, you can do that, but after a couple minutes, your arms will burn out, and the openings will come for Dyer if she keeps doing this.
Trying to slow her down, clamping her head.
Into side control here, and Dyer trying to step into a crucifix potentially. Back to the north-south.
Control by
Dan,
Dyer.
how does Dyer need to move herself into an offensive position?
Well, it looks to me like she's trying to isolate an arm. She's doing a very good job right now. You can see this arm that's being isolated. You can see her chopping away, but the priority is the arm that she's got clamped. Difficult to catch it in. Now she's circled to the back. Let's see if she starts to look to put hooks in on either side. to try and slow her opponent down. That's looking for that near side hook. Looks like she's over the arm here. You can see she's over this arm. Got the arm wrap here while she's throwing some hammer fists. Very interesting position here for Shanelle to be working through right now. Cifuentes looks to me like she's just trying to clamp onto a limb, trying to slow her opponent down while she's taking these shots.
She should let go of that leg and use the fence to get back up to her feet, but she hasn't shown any urgency really to get back up so far.
See, now she's got a shoulder to the fence. She might be able to try and pop it. There we go. That's a good
nice knee, though.
Well timed by Shanelle Dyer. Final 45 seconds of this first round.
You got to be careful with those knees, but as you said, the timing of that knee from Dyer was perfect.
Good work by Cifuentes to temporarily get her back off the cage. Now she circles.
Good hustle by Cifuentes to get back up, but Shanelle's taken some of the movements away from her already. Look how high Shanelle Dyer is on that back foot. That is primed and ready to fire all the time. That's why she's so fast with her kicks to the body. I'll be surprised if that's going to wrap around the side of her guard just to test it one more time before the end of the round. Here it is.
Beautiful low kick there by Dyer again.
Round one in the books. All the way from Bogota, Colombia in the gray. Shanelle Dyer made the trip from the UK. She's in the red. Round two here in Paris, France.
Beautiful hop teep there from the front leg.
She kicks so easily.
She does. It's so fluid for her. She's been doing it for many, many years. And that's why her grappling is the secondary part of her game, but it can't be underestimated. I mean, she's at GB top team with Brad Pickett, Ash Grimshaw. She is learning constantly from some of the best grapplers, wrestlers that we've got in the UK.
Nice head movement there by Cifuentes, but Dyer's landed some sharp kicks to that lead leg, and now Cifuentes is forced to address them. There's that body kick.
Yeah.
Beautiful work there.
Great work by Cifuentes, though. She's returning these kicks.
Cifuentes is tough, man. She's not showing any pain.
She didn't fly all the way here from Colombia to lay down, that's for sure.
That's what I love with PFL Global. I mean, we got a striker from Colombia, a striker from England. I love to see how these styles match up. It's incredible. Oh, beautiful front kick. Nice. That one hurt her.
Really dug to the body of Cifuentes there. And of course, the southpaw stance puts that liver right where that foot seeks.
That's going to really drain your gas tank as well, that teep to the midsection.
I like what Dyer is doing, going to the body as well with her punches now after that teep. Because once you connect once to that body, she's going to feel that the entire fight.
You see the leg is really bothering Cifuentes. She tried to reach down and catch that low kick, and of course that could potentially allow Dyer to set up a high kick later. You get somebody reaching down for a low kick.
Especially how easy it is for Dyer to throw those kicks effortlessly.
And it's clever movement from her as well. When she's pushing forward, she's cutting angles. If she's moving back, she's drawing her opponent into different angles. Very good at opening her opportunities up to strike.
She's found her range. The jab is landing too. There was the kick.
That was a nice feint with the teep to open up the head kick.
Cifuentes got her hand up just in time.
Tell you what, Cifuentes is always offensive. Even when she gets those feet out of position, she's willing to throw a spinning strike, make you address what's coming from her.
Yeah, that low kick's starting to sting now, isn't it? You can see her reacting.
Good head movement again by Cifuentes. Dyer's been able to dial in the kicks, but so far the punches are having a hard time.
And that head movement's really good from Cifuentes, but when someone kicks as easily as Dyer, you got to be careful with that head movement as well, because you can just move into a kick like that. There's that teep again. Beautiful job with that front teep. Again and again and again. There's the right hand again.
It can't be overstated how impressive the footwork is. Well timed on that head kick. Cifuentes just got the guard up in time.
A good left hand there from Cifuentes, and Shanelle Dyer really has found her pace. This is what we've seen from her in the past. This pace is very hard to keep up with her.
I can't imagine how it must feel as a fighter to be able to just throw your feet up like that. Like, throwing kicks is a cardio workout for me. She's making it look very easy.
Oh, look at that.
She really throws it like a
face. It's just
like a kickboxer. This is one of the Dutch drills we always do in the warm-up.
Yep.
Effortlessly.
What do you know about
Beautiful.
Dutch drills, Stefan Struve? Right hand to the body from Dyer, starting to really mix things up, trying to find that finishing strike.
Nice. Vicious.
She hurt her on the body, I think. Cifuentes is dropping her. Oh, there's the kick. Landed it. But it was with the foot.
That body's starting to hurt.
Yeah. Well, if that was the shin, it would have been over.
The lead leg is starting to hurt. The body's starting to hurt. Cifuentes has been able to avoid some of the damage to her face so far, but that last high kick did land on the cheek.
Oh,
there it is again.
Man.
Almost on cue, Shanelle Dyer off
Right
with
hand.
another. Right hand comes after, and another.
And the benefit in doing damage to that lead leg is that when Cifuentes attacks, Shanelle Dyer can retreat much quicker than she can be chased.
Cifuentes gonna make it out of this.
Oh!
High knee by Dyer.
Cifuentes surviving here. Final few seconds of the round. Jumping switch kick. And there's the bell. We'll see round number 3.
She's barely even breathing.
Incredible cardio on display, really from both women, because all of those body kicks, they can really take the lungs out of you, but Cifuentes is still here in this third round.
Man. She's so quick with those leg kicks.
Nice counter jab over the shoulder.
She doesn't telegraph anything. She just explodes.
You know, I'd really love to see the stats, as you can see the Cageonomics down at the bottom of your screen here. On fights that actually go into the third round, and fighters have thrown more leg strikes than punches.
Right.
I mean, yeah, it might happen if you get a first round finish. But on balance, Shanelle Dyer is using her legs to attack more often even than her hands.
There's the right hand again. Beautiful job again.
The thing that's lacking a lot in MMA as well, which we see in Shanelle Dyer's style, is her ability to catch and return kicks immediately. She is determined to get a finish here.
Little check hook, and there's that front kick again.
Lovely little slip out of the way of that kick for Shanelle Dyer. Cifuentes trapped up against the fence. Can't really put weight on that lead leg either. She's struggling to reach with that left hand now.
Ouch! Nasty jab after she stomped the kick back down. The return on the footwork from Shanelle Dyer is just as impressive as how hard those punches. And then the right hand and another attack with that lead leg.
Cifuentes doesn't know what to do anymore because she doesn't know what kick is coming at her. Dyer goes high, she goes through the leg with front kick with leg kicks. She goes through that teep with both legs. Exceptional talent here. Oh, there it is again.
Cifuentes is not going anywhere. She's very willing to step back in and try and engage. But right now, the speed advantage heavily in the favor of the British export.
Jumping kick.
Dan, I keep talking about Shanelle Dyer's footwork. You're much better at explaining why this is working so well for her.
Well, look, she's sweeping her opponent towards her power side. Southpaw v orthodox. What you're going to pay attention to is the lead foot of Shanelle Dyer is going to keep drifting just to the outside. We're drifting just to the outside of this lead leg. You can see how she's kind of scooting around, forcing her opponent onto the power leg, the power knee, the power kick. This is better from Cifuentes, though. Pressure into the fence, keys to victory. Clinch fighting up against the fence. So you can see here now, Shanelle Dyer's got her wedged in this area up against the fence, so she's trapped. Anytime she scoots off, Chanel's going to circle back and she's going to trap her again in the same wedge, look. She's got her trapped in the same wedge, constantly recycling that same thing. Keep her trapped up against the fence, Whenever she starts to move out in one of these directions, Shanelle's going to cut her off. But always, Shanelle's Dyer is trying to force her into the lead leg. Beautiful work, squeezing it. You can see how she's throwing this leg constantly around the side there.
Beautiful combination. Started that one with the low kick, then a 1-2. Now Shanelle Dyer trying to tee off these final 90 seconds. Ow! Oh, that one wobbled Cifuentes a bit. More toughness on display.
Cifuentes is as tough as they come, man. Unbelievable.
It's so rare that someone could stand in front of Shanelle Dyer for this long, honestly. I mean, she is eating through the competition.
I think she's eating like 5 head kicks in this fight.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Nice low kick.
That leg is banged up badly.
Oh, beautiful right hand. Use that pawing left hook to dial in the straight right. Several times in this fight, we've seen it from Shanelle Dyer. Gonna have to stay disciplined with the head movement instead of brawling with Cifuentes. That seems to be the Colombian's best opportunity here.
I think Dyer could. Ooh!
Set up.
I think Dyer could throw that left body, the left body kick after the right body kick after the right hand. I think there'll be an opportunity there because Cifuentes is covering the right hand. She's expecting it now. There we go. You can see that lead hand reaching. The right hand goes out. That should have been a bit quicker there, you see, Sean. I think she would have landed it. She's determined to get a flying knockout here.
Final 10 seconds. Luisa Fernanda Cifuentes weathering the storm, and the storm's name is Shanelle Dyer. Andy Shepard has the official judge's decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored this bout 30-27 for your winner via unanimous decision, Shanelle Dyer!
Shanelle Dyer, 1-0 in the PFL Smart Cage. How do you feel right now after a successful debut?
I feel so happy that I started my pro career this year. I'm already 1-0 in the PFL, 3-0 as a pro. All my fights has been exciting. My first 2 fights came first round finishes. Today I get to show a little bit of my grappling, and I went the full 3 rounds, which credit to my opponent. She took it like a week and a half notice, total opposite of my original opponent, so I had to kind of adapt on the fly, but it worked well. I'm happy with my performance.
You adapted incredibly well. Let's talk about the kicks. Look, there's a lot of fighters who feel comfortable kicking, but I don't think we've seen anyone at 125 pounds who's willing to kick as often or as effectively as you. How much was that part of your strategy in this fight?
Yeah, shout out Christian Knowles at the Knowles Academy, my Thai coach. Before every PT, he used to make us do 200 kicks straight off the bat, so I can kick for days. Even if I'm so tired, I can still kick for days. I just want to say thank you for Paris for having me. Really love the venue and the whole city as a whole. And I want to say something to my future opponents as well. I'm only 3-0 pro, but unfortunately, I'm way better than what my record says. I'm just going to show you even more.
Actually, I want to draw your attention to these monitors over here. Let's take a look at some of these highlights. I want you to tell us what you are seeing, what your reads are as you uncork some of these techniques. I promise we'll get them up there on the monitor. Just a second.
There's too many highlights. Hey. Yeah, I love my kicks, man. I love my teeps, use them offensively and defensively. Love my high kicks, I have the flexibility of that. So I use my high kicks as more efficient than my low kicks. She took them well there. I kicked her in the head about 1 million times, but then she's so strong, a lot of people will go down for that, so props to her.
All right, PFL Europe, right? This is a showcase bout. Later tonight, we're gonna see playoff fights at 125 pounds. Do you think that you will be part of our season moving forward?
100%. My goal, my plan moving forward is to be part of the 125-pound European Championship next year, and I'm 100% going to bring the belt home, no doubt.
Shanelle Dyer, congratulations on a successful debut. The Nightmare, ladies and gentlemen.
The following contest is a PFL Europe semi-final matchup. The winner will advance to December's championship with a title and $100,000 is at stake. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a kickboxing specialist and stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 156 pounds, and in his 9-fight career has earned a record of 6 wins and 3 losses. Fighting out of Marseille, France, Geysim Derouiche. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He is an MMA specialist and stands 6 feet tall. He weighed in officially at 155.6 pounds and holds a record of 7 victories and 1 defeat. Fighting out of Dubai by way of Cork Island, John the Ripper Mitchell. Your referee and judge, Loic Poiré.
John Mitchell in the green trunks, Geysim Derouiche in the gray. Winner advances to the 155-pound championship in Dublin. And Derouiche sprints across to try the flying knee.
Defends the first takedown. Great defense, but he needs to circle away from the cage. Else Mitchell is going to be able to complete it anyway.
You know what he's done here, very clever. He's triggered Mitchell to wrestle very, very quickly. If he can defend this first takedown, that is a big confidence booster for him. Good head position here and underhooks. Beautiful knee as well. Can he take the back? Oh, John Mitchell might have finished that takedown.
Got his hips on the ground. Good work by Mitchell there.
Derouiche not conceding just yet.
Got that arm locked up with his legs.
Nasty hammer fist.
This is a strange position. He's kind of on his back, but John Mitchell, if he can get his right arm clear here, he's going to take top position side control.
Geysim Derouiche, though, doing a good job controlling that far wrist, the left wrist of John Mitchell.
Look at this wrist control here. This is what's keeping him safe. If that's what's keeping him on John Mitchell's back, look how he's bailed out of that position there. Beautiful work.
Nice sit out there.
He needs to circle
Mitchell
around the back here and get his hooks in. He's got to be able to take control of the hips of John Mitchell. You can see it's kind of wild in this scramble now, but the wrist control is everything. You can see it right now. That wrist control is everything. Now it's slowed down a bit. See, John Mitchell's freed it.
Derouiche just passed it back with his other. He took his far hand, grabbed it again. He knows what advantage that thing is for him right now, keeping John Mitchell from stepping around to a controlled position and completing a takedown.
He's also burning out his arm, though, and he's not able to move away from Mitchell, holding on to this at the same time, but he chooses it for defense, and now he tries Kimura, nice setup.
You hear him grunting, trying to maximize the effort and really wrench that thing on the wrong angle, though. Now Mitchell has it, his own arm trapped between the legs, safe.
One thing to keep in mind here is if Mitchell starts to get his head and his other arm inside, Derouiche can continue to try and take his back.
Still going for that Kimura on the bottom. Spending a lot of energy here.
He's got the wrist control, but doesn't have the right grip. At this point, John Mitchell probably just wants his own left arm back. And he's got it.
This is a very familiar situation from the first fight. I want to see Mitchell posture up and create openings for himself. Like this. It's exactly what I want to see. So that Derouiche has to react and has to move away from that.
Mitchell now passes into a half guard. Throws the instep in on that leg.
Yeah, good job there.
Good work prying that half guard open. Now he looks like he's in a position where he can take Derouiche's back. Oh!
Nasty left hand offered through the armpit.
Derouiche needs to use the defense and get up, trying, but good job from Mitchell, making Derouiche lean forward Put all the weight on his arms, burn him out.
It's a tough first round for the Frenchman, but you've got to admire his determination to keep this fight moving. Definitely learned something from that last bout. Back to his feet here. Oh, mat return.
Beautiful job.
Debout! Debout, tu vois, il essaie de lui mettre le dos. Il fait pas de sol avec toi. Il veut juste marquer des petits points de merde. Lève-toi!
Back into the guard goes John Mitchell. Chain wrestling from the Irishman.
And we saw Derouiche do this a lot in the first fight as well. He's fine. He's okay with being on his back, but he lost the first fight doing this too many times. He has to move. He needs to try to get away, get to his knees. Good strikes there from Mitchell. Mitchell's definitely more aggressive in these positions than in the first fight.
See Derouiche constantly trying to turn himself off the fence, and John Mitchell doing a really good job of squaring him back up against it. You can see how cramped his head is in this position when he's square against the fence. Very difficult to do anything offensively or defensively when you have that kind of posture.
Yeah, you're constantly spending energy in that position because Mitchell can posture up and throw strikes at any moment.
Now he's talking to his opponent.
Not sure if Mitchell understands what he's saying, though.
He might be talking to his own corner, who's been making impassioned pleas from only a few feet away.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he hears his own corner because more passionate than his corner. That way. So Mitchell gets to complete his takedowns like that anyway.
High kick to start things from Mitchell. Sweeps past the chin of Derouiche, who's now beckons the Irishman forward.
I like this energy from Derouiche.
This is a much better version of Derouiche. I almost don't even care how the fight ends. I just love this attitude that he's bringing. Oh,
beautiful timing on that takedown. Wow.
Massive overhand, and Mitchell timed the takedown perfectly. Right back into the guard of Geysim Derouiche.
Let's see if Derouiche is going to open his legs and try to move out of this position instead of just keeping Mitchell in his guard. Nice pass there.
This is where Derouiche needs to get onto his side and dig that left arm in, dig that underhook in. Start using this half guard position offensively, trying to get sweeps to the top position.
Derouiche is trying to get a hold of that wrist and then turn his hips to the mat and stand up, but Mitchell's not giving him that wrist. And Derouiche, you see his bottom leg, he's keeping a hold of Mitchell, and that's why he's keeping himself on his back when he's doing that. You need to train that a lot. You need to be okay with opening your legs, giving away that position, and then turn your hips to the mat and get up.
That was a good shot.
Heavy shot by Mitchell there.
Mitchell learning something from that first fight. He's been very selective with the strikes from the top position. Not throwing a ton of volume. Oh, nice bendy roll there. Beautiful roll by Derouiche. Gets the smile out of Mitchell. Got caught slipping with that one.
He's got to be careful not overextending and giving Mitchell easy takedowns here. Nice knee to the body.
Right there to the midsection.
Good movement there from Derouiche.
Derouiche having a good time here. Nothing to lose, everything to gain. Beautiful head movement and a sprawl. Can he get off the fence here, working for a switch?
Mitchell grabs a hold of the legs. Can he close his hands and complete the takedown? There it is. Beautiful job. This is a much better version of Derouiche, though.
It is.
I really like what I'm seeing when they're standing up.
Halfway through round number 2, John Mitchell on top of and in control of Geysim Derouiche. Saw this in the first round.
I love the sound effects from Derouiche. You really feel like he's making every effort that he's got.
He's really fighting. He's got really good butterfly sweeps as well, as we saw in the first fight. Hasn't tried those yet.
Really struggling to get space from the fence, which is causing most of the problem here in this position. If I was in his corner, I'd be telling him to accept the half guard and start using it to wrestle up.
He wants to straighten his legs now. Here he goes.
Oh.
Here we go again.
Good base from Mitchell.
Yeah,
very heavy hips.
Now Mitchell has inserted himself between Derouiche and the cage.
So look at this position you can see, oh, it's just changed position. So Mitchell's got a good wrap around this side here. He's also over this leg, so he's moving around constantly to this side, forcing Derouiche to try and control him. Beautiful thigh pride you can see on the inside here. What that's doing is it's keeping the legs of Derouiche open, which is allowing John Mitchell to start trying to scoot around to this side, forcing Derouiche to scramble. Derouiche is going to try and get his back to the fence here to start working up, and that's the opportunity for John Mitchell to try and take his back. He's trying to encourage his opponent to scramble by giving him a bit of space.
Good job by Derouiche here. Nice job to get his knees to the mat. Now he can use the fence to get up. Here he goes.
Back to his feet. Geysim Derouiche. Another.
Nice. Beautiful.
Oh, he's got the arm. Mitchell trapped.
Oh, he's on the back. Wow.
He had to get through his knees. Chose to stay on his back.
Well, Derouiche very clearly willing to take some big risks in this fight to try and make things happen.
I'm happy to see that. It's exactly what I wanted to see from him. Mitchell's definitely the better wrestler, but Derouiche is trying everything he can. And that was missing in the first fight, in my opinion. He didn't put enough energy in that fight. Something I really love, by the way.
Yes, absolutely. Determination to finish, to do damage.
Mitchell in the green, Derouiche in the gray. Right back to it here in round number 3.
Nice uppercut, lead uppercut from Derouiche. Tries it again. John Mitchell counters with the left. Body kick. Nice feint there. Got Mitchell to bite on it. Postured that left hook counter. Ooh.
Big swing and a miss, and again
he
Mitchell.
Could be on the
Joking
neck.
choke.
That looks tight. That looks tight. What's John Mitchell going to do to deal with this?
Fighting the
hands. I'd be tempted to look at that butterfly hook. That's why he separated his legs here. If he can feed that left foot into the thigh, he might be able to sweep to top position. Oh.
Good job by Mitchell there.
Got his head and neck out. And now, with 4 minutes to work on top, Derouiche is going to have to make some moves here to find a different result in round 3 than we've seen in the first 2.
Really low, heavy hips here from Mitchell. Trying to smash through this half guard position. You can see Derouiche trying to bring that other leg inside, trying to bring that right knee inside. He needs to get those underhook. There he goes. He's dug the underhook. Now he's going to try and create a scramble.
Derouiche is looking for the wrist again.
See, this hand here, this underhook, this left arm needs to come out in this position here so he can start to wrap it around the back of Mitchell, and then he can start to wrestle up. In this position, he's always going to be flat on his back. You can see these legs here. He needs to get this leg here underneath and start to elevate his opponent. Try and bridge him over to the other side and create some scrambles.
There he goes. Good job by Derouiche.
Now he's going to get to his knees. Are we going to see a tumble?
Nice job by Mitchell to counter that. Get him back on his back.
This could be the first time that Mitchell's passed the side control. Derouiche is going to move and scramble now and give his back, but he might get back to his feet in the process.
Interesting choice there by Derouiche. He tried to throw his arm back over the neck and maybe grab a choke and put himself right back on his back.
Some fatigue and frustration setting in now for Derouiche.
Round 3 is halfway gone here. Winner advances to a $100,000 championship fight in Dublin, Ireland on December 8th.
Good job by Derouiche here to get to his knees. Now he can look for that roll again.
Here we go. Oh, oh.
Nice pad return by Mitchell.
Hammer fist from Derouiche.
Love those paintbrush strikes. Hit whatever you can. Mr. Miyagi taught us that.
I think I missed that one.
Yeah, what? Karate Kid, come on. Mitchell still trying to deal with this half guard position. You can see that thigh pry that he's got in there again. Keeps the legs open, nullifies the half guard sweeps, and allows him to start setting up if he wants to slide that right knee through.
Punch by Mitchell, just missed. Hit the mat. A lot of impact there. Good job by Derouiche. Gonna look for the roll again. There he is. But straight back into the guard.
Excellent adjustment by Mitchell now, who's not falling for those rolls in round number 3. Got him twice in the first 2 rounds. Just a smothering performance from the Irishman here.
Just over a minute away from fighting in the finale in his home country in Dublin in December.
Derouiche recovers guard, lands a few small slapping, open palm strikes. If nothing else, he knows he did everything he could to try and get this fight moving. Mitchell's done such a good job of controlling him from the top position.
Yeah, great timing on the takedowns, beautiful mat returns.
Trying to get those butterfly hooks in. Can he sweep one more time? 40 seconds to go. Does he have the energy? Yeah, right. He's got the determination. I don't think his body's responding the way that it was in the first round, though.
These palm strikes in the air can really do a lot of damage with the air. They don't look like much, but...
Interesting, he's clamped onto that leg. Is he going to try and forward roll and attack a leg here? Trying to get something moving. John Mitchell keeping clamped on, staying tight onto the body.
All John Mitchell here in round number 3 in these final 10 seconds. He moves to a nice left hand. Exclamation point on a strong performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored this bout 30-27 for your winner via unanimous decision and clinching their place in the PFL Europe Championship, John Mitchell.
John the Ripper, John Mitchell, moving on to a championship bout in Dublin. Tough fight, a lot like the first one. You wrestled your way to a victory here. Is that how you thought it was going to go?
First of all, Sean, my nickname is the Cork Horsebox. It's not the Ripper, okay? So, but secondly, yeah, bro, you know, like, I have mad respect for Geysim. Like, my wrestling's good. I think he absolutely kicks around the rest of the division. He's the best striker. He's very good. He's a big heart. But, yeah, I'm happy. And I hope you're happy this time, too, you know?
How about this? Your next fight will be for $100,000, and it will be in Dublin, Ireland.
Do you know what, Sean? I knew I was going to be in that final when I entered the tournament. And you can tell Eduardo, it's up my pay because I'm going to sell the most tickets on the night.
There he is, headed to a championship opportunity. Oh, one more word.
And Dan, that one was for you.
And a dedication to Dan Hardy from the man. Don't call him the Ripper.
I would never call him the Ripper. A fantastic performance from John Mitchell. Clinches his position in Dublin, moving through to that final, hopefully to get a belt around his waist.
There's a look at our lightweight bracket. For now, John Mitchell advances. So one half of the lightweight championship will be a local. Potentially later tonight, Dylan Tuke could fill in the other for an all-Irish final. Jakub Kaszuba is the favorite in that fight, though.
Official weight, 169.9 pounds, Jordan Zébo. Official weight, 170.8 pounds.
I have a present for Jordan.
Simeon Powell. Official weight, 205.9 pounds. From Manchester, England, Dakota, Ditcheva. Official weight, 124.7 pounds. Abdouraguimov. Official weight, 178.5 pounds. Dylan Tuke. Official weight, 155.4 pounds.
following contest is a PFL Europe lightweight semi-final. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he is a kickboxing specialist and stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 155.2 pounds and holds a perfect pro record of 9 wins and no losses. Fighting out of Olsztyn, Poland, the Auditor, Jakub Kaszuba. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner. And in the red corner, he is a mixed martial arts specialist and stands 6 feet tall. He weighed in officially at 155.4 pounds and possesses a record of 6 victories and 3 defeats. Fighting out of Bathgate, Scotland, and representing Ireland, Dylan the Nuke Tuke. Your referee in charge, Mark Goddard.
The Nuke is in the green. The Auditor, Jakub Kaszuba, is in the gray. Mark Goddard dressed in all black to oversee the action. Dan Hardy, will we see Dylan go nuclear?
Oh, you're doing it to me on purpose now. You know my pet hate, Sean. Nuclear. Look at this movement, this footwork. It's very nice. He's elusive. Of course, Kaszuba's going to try and close him down, but Tuke's not going to stay there and clinch up with him and deal with that strength. Got some Muhammad Ali crossed by Bruce Lee movements here. That was a hard kick to the shin.
You see Tuke give different looks. He'll switch stances. He'll dance out of range. He'll turn his back at times. Very, very unorthodox and hard to deal with. And we saw in his last fight against Connor Hughes how frustrating it can be for an opponent.
That was twice. That's the second time Kaszuba's just kicked the shin bone of Tuke.
I was going to say the same thing. Very interesting. Now he's got what he wants. Got him up against the fence. This is where Dylan Tuke doesn't want to be.
Oh, he's working with a takedown of his own. Looking for the outside reap here. Nice knee to the midsection there. Maybe Dylan Tuke's confident that he can compare with strength here. I did notice he'd gained a little bit more weight for this fight as well. I think he wanted to be a bit heavier coming into this one.
Well, Tuke's been training and learning from Stevie Ray, who is a finalist in the PFL Global season. And we've seen this kind of work from Stevie multiple times in his career. So against a fellow grappler, right? That's the right kind of guy to have in your camp.
And you've got to think, you know, Stevie Ray's probably 180 right now, so he's going to be a big, strong fighter to be, moving Tuke around. It's going to feel very similar to someone like Kaszuba.
It's going to give a lot of confidence to Tuke to survive that clinch situation for the first time and feel the power of Kaszuba up close.
I can tell Dan Hardy doesn't follow Stevie Ray on Instagram. He hasn't seen 180 in a while. He's about 200 pounds right now. Doesn't look bad.
I was trying to be nice.
He's another massive lightweight.
Great jab and leg kick there by Tuke.
Such huge frames on both of these guys, and you can see how well Tuke moves.
And a wealth of knowledge as well in the corner with James Doolan. Lorenzo Parenti in the corner with Dylan Tuke as well, another really promising young fighter.
And again, good defense by Tuke. Kaszuba looking for the takedowns, but hasn't even come close yet.
I like the fact that Tuke isn't shying away from these moments, though. Stayed in the clinch for a little while. Make the man work, fill his muscles up with lactate, slow him down, make them burn. This is a good performance from Tuke so far. He's not rushing, he's staying patient, but he's not on the back foot like he was against Hughes trying to snipe. He's staying quite, that was a beautiful split cross.
And Kaszuba is still trying to figure out the timing here. You can see him keeping that high and tight guard.
It's almost impossible to figure out the timing from Tuke, though.
Right.
So unorthodox.
Oh, look at that movement.
Excellent movement to stay away from that shot attempt. And that was a lightning fast double leg attempt there from Kaszuba.
Tuke has grown so much over the last couple of years.
He really has. You know, he credits it all to his move to Scotland to work with the higher level guys. They've settled him down. They've given him direction with his game. That's what we saw against Hughes. That's what we're seeing here against Kaszuba. Look, he's looking for the outside reap. He just glanced down there to see if he can get it, and he might get it this time. Look how strong Kaszuba is, though.
Got him off balance, but not all the way down. But Dylan Tuke now chest to chest and pressing Jakub Kaszuba into the smart cage barrier.
Very impressed with Tuke that he's being dominant in these situations. Really thought he would struggle against Kaszuba, but making a real statement here in the first round.
That head position, he might look to separate here. You know, I think the mood of Dylan Tuke earlier in his interview, it really shows the danger that he's in against Kaszuba. Like how difficult this opponent was potentially going to be for him. He almost like he acknowledged that with his anxiety. He was tense this week, and I've not seen him like that before.
I wonder what's going on in the head of Kaszuba, though, because he has closed the distance a couple times. He's been in the clinch, but he hasn't been able to do anything there. Every single time he closes the distance, Dylan Tuke can catch him with one of his unorthodox strikes. Beautiful job there, but good job by Kaszuba. I was going to say stay on top, but now it's Tuke on top. Beautiful job there.
Dylan Tuke taking the game of Jakub Kaszuba right to his opponent.
Oh, and he's on his back now.
Tuke now.
Body triangle.
With the body triangle, those long legs.
He's lightning fast.
10 seconds left. I don't think he's going to get it, but what a confidence booster to be on the back.
May have it, though. He got it locked in.
Here from
across the chin.
Doesn't have enough time. Oh, man. He's so quick with his transitions as well. And as you said, the smile is back.
Lovely movement here. Every time he shifts his head from one side to the next, you just never know whether he's going to dart in with one of those crosses that he kept tagging Hughes with.
He's got some of that Dominic Cruz footwork as he tries to retreat. Really fascinating stuff from Dylan Tuke, and Kaszuba, obviously the more orthodox fighter here.
Oh, good leg kick. There's the power from Kaszuba. Chasing him down. Underhooks for Tuke, though.
Not sure who got the worst of that initial clash. It looked like Tuke was able to sneak in that left.
Kaszuba strong in this position, but Tuke staying relaxed. Being relaxed with that underhook, he's going to look the opportunity to turn him again in a minute. There he goes. Beautiful. Now he's going to look for that outside reap. Nice knee, and he keeps glancing down at the legs as well. He's trying to see where his opponent's placing his feet so he can remove his base.
Tuke off the cage here. Tests out the high kick. You can see that lactic acid building up for both fighters. The pace slowing a little bit here.
There's that
left hand landed.
Almost caught that kick. Tried to go for the takedown, but good defense by Kaszuba.
Use your feet. Use your feet. Find the pass.
Of all the things that Kaszuba was expecting, defending takedowns against the fence was probably not one of them.
Oh yeah, if you told me that Dylan Tuke was going to try and control this fight against the cage against Jakub Kaszuba, I would have told you haven't been watching film on these guys. Nice little knee to the midsection again from Tuke. Being judicious here with his striking.
It's a real statement to the training that Tuke is doing now.
Maybe it's a statement to us as well, Sean, because when I asked him at the weigh-in yesterday, you're more of a striker, he's more of a wrestler. He's like, oh yeah, wait and see for tomorrow.
Oh, that was a nice knee from Kaszuba. Cut him. Big knee to the head. That's cut the brow of Dylan Tuke. That's going to put some more pressure on him here.
Starting to leak now.
That's a cut above the eye as well. Got to be careful not dropping his head from now on. He can't take another one of those. Don't want to get the doctors involved here. Looking for the outside reap again. Could he finish it?
He went to the left leg first, and then again with those long limbs. After he got Kaszuba off balance, he started to hunt that far leg. Good left hand on the exit there from Jakub Kaszuba.
Oh, beautiful lead uppercut. Split left, lead uppercut from the right hand.
Tell you what, Dylan Tuke needs to get to work. You do not want the doctor to look at that cut.
I like the fact that Kaszuba is also staying calm. Even though he's not getting his takedowns, he's not really, oh, beautiful uppercut there. And a knee. He's growing in the second round. But he's not overextending himself. He's not really taking big risks. Staying calm, looking at what Tuke is doing.
Tuke trying on this. He had grabbed the leg of Kaszuba, was hunting that single leg for a moment.
Now he's got the legs. Yeah, very nice. And he's got his back on the mat, very important. Now he can put that weight on him, be physical with him, wear him down. Tuke's got a hold of the wrist. Gonna try and move to his legs, to his knees, just like Derouiche did a couple times. But getting Kaszuba off of you, not gonna be easy.
Kaszuba worked for about 9 minutes to get to this spot right here. Now he's gonna do his best, pour on the damage. Confidence builder for him that he finally got this fight to where he wanted it to be.
Yeah, much better second round. Lost the first round, but he cut him open. He's got the takedown. This is what he was expecting to do.
This is it. I mean, this could be one apiece. In 10 seconds, we're moving into the third round. This could be one apiece going into the third. Would you rather win the first round or the second round? That's the question.
I'd rather win the second. All. I lost a lot of first rounds.
And by Mark Goddard. Very experienced referee, knows what he's looking at. Dylan Tuke in the green, Jakub Kaszuba in the gray. A third round here. Likely the decider. If we go to the judges' final scorecards, this could be the one that sends an eventual winner to Dublin for a $100,000 championship fight.
Definitely is on my scorecards. One apiece. Great second round by Kaszuba.
That short left is really nice. I'd like to see that uppercut again. There it is. He didn't set it up this time, but he's got some really nice attacks. Very difficult to predict.
Oh, beautiful job by Kaszuba.
Nice.
Get all the legs, but beautiful.
Second effort on the sprawl there from Tuke. That was very nice. Kaszuba offered him a right hand, though, as they separated. Something that he was not doing successfully in round one.
Good leg kick again by Kaszuba there.
See, the output from Tuke has dropped off a little bit.
Oh, that was a good left hook.
Snaps the head back.
You've got to think this is where the grappling against Kaszuba is starting to wear Tuke down a little bit. This is nice work, but he's struggling to get around the side of Kaszuba. Nice little twist off there.
Right time in there.
Very short right landed.
Is Kaszuba hurt there, do you think? He seems to be a bit flat on his feet all of a sudden.
Spent a lot of energy in the second round to win that round.
Well, you talked about, Dan, how Dylan Tuke came in a little bit larger, maybe a little more muscle mass. Kaszuba's been carrying that muscle mass for years and months, right? He's used to being this big. Up until that moment, nice jab from Kaszuba.
Yeah, good timing on that one.
Jakub looked like the fresher fighter in round three, but now Tuke perhaps finding his second win.
One takedown could win the round. Both men know it. Both want to advance to Dublin for a chance for $100,000.
Especially if Tuke can expose the back of Kaszuba again. Now they're both fatigued. Oh, there it is again. Split left. He needs to stitch something on the end of it, though, because now it's not landing quite as cleanly. There it is again. He's trying too hard for it.
Two right hands there for Kaszuba. Landed the straight and then the uppercut.
Yeah, nice short uppercut there.
Beautiful fight between these two. A lot of skill on display.
It's good inside low kick there from Kaszuba. Every time Tuke steps forward to commit to a punch, you can see Kaszuba now working the inside leg, trying to destabilize the base. Take the power out of the punches.
Yeah, those do a lot of damage, especially when the weight is on there. You only need like a couple, and he's landed like 5 or 6 of those. Really good job by Kaszuba there.
Tuke has an incredible game face here, but he is exhausted. There's been very little output here in the third round. Kaszuba is now the one throwing in all these exchanges. Even if they're not significant strikes landing, he's the busier fighter here by a significant margin.
Tuke had a lot of success in the first round in these exchanges, but pushing around a big man like Kaszuba is going to wear you down.
Look at that, Jakub Kaszuba with some knees to the midsection.
Big breath there by Kaszuba, though.
Coming up to the last 90 seconds. Hard to score this last round, but I've got to lean towards Kaszuba here. He's landed good shots on the break. Oh, that was a good right hand.
Nasty.
Oh, good knee. Got him hurt. Can he complete the takedown?
He could be on this neck here as well if Tuke extends himself.
Kaszuba gets down to the back of Dylan Tuke.
And we know he's good in this position after what he did against Maxim in Berlin.
Beautiful work to get the back, get Tuke on the mat. Now he can hunt for it. He's got his right arm in place. Chooses to go to full mount. Good choice. If he stays in this position, he wins the round.
Look at this work here. So he's gone straight over. He's trying to get these hooks in. He's trying to get the hooks in either side, but Dylan Tuke's doing a really good job of defending. You can see how tight he is on this hip, dragging Tuke around. Now he's right the way to the side. You can see the legs of Tuke are all the way out of play. Now they're flat on the floor. Now Kaszuba can start to work to control the upper body. Control the upper body here. You can see the hand fighting going on. Beautiful work here by Kaszuba, slowly moving his way around to the side.
And a valiant defensive effort here from Dylan Tuke, who is definitely exhausted, but not giving anything up.
He was hunting for that wrist, got to his knees, but Kaszuba is refusing to let him up.
Good left hand from the top position here for Jakub Kaszuba.
Got to give a big compliment to Kaszuba. The way he turned things around in the second round, and to build on that in the third round.
Final bell in this fight.
Beautiful punching on the break here in the third round as well. Tuke trying to roll out of the range. There's that solid right hand to the chin. Pulls him onto a knee after that as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. The judges scored this bout 29-28, 29-28, and 30-27. All for your winner, clinching their place in the PFL Europe Championship, Jakub Kaszuba!
Jakub Kaszuba victorious and moving on to Dublin. Tell me your reaction immediately after this fight. Were you surprised by what you saw from Dylan Tuke, especially in that first round?
Right before I get to it, I want to say, Chwała Ojczyźnie! Glory to the fatherland! And Olsztyn kocham, and Duval! Jacksonville, Florida. I love you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, first round, he won. He was annoying, but I knew my pressure wouldn't stop, and I kept going, doing what my corner told me to do. First round, he was fresh, so like I said, I started getting him out of his game plan, second and third round, and he was tired and couldn't adapt, so that's how I won.
You wore him down, you landed the big knee, you cut him open. Yeah. Was that the turning point in the fight?
No, turning point was for me. In the first round, I kept body punching in second round, and that made him tired. Then he messed him up, don't get me wrong, and blurred his vision, but it was a combination of that knee, body punching, and finally listening to my corner to start throwing.
Well,
I should have finished him, honestly, in the third round, but he's a tough kid, what can I say?
A tough kid, but it's you who moves on to Dublin and stays undefeated. Jakub Kaszuba, ladies and gentlemen. And as long as we're talking about Dublin, where is John Mitchell? John Mitchell already punched his ticket earlier tonight. Jakub Kaszuba victorious here. What do you think of this matchup?
I think it's a great matchup. I think Jakub's very good, and I think it's going to be a hell of a night in Dublin.
I'm excited. We're both hell of a fighters going to do a good show for Dublin. Two good Catholics. Yeah.
All right, well, let's face this thing off, fellas.
Yeah, sir, it's coming.
You look good.
I'll bring you out after.
Yes, let's have fun.
So keys to victory here, Frans Mlambo, lateral movement and switching stances. Everything about his game comes off that foundation. For Benkaci, cut off the cage and low kicks. The antithesis, take his movements away so you can hit him.
The following fight is a PFL Europe semi-final contest in the bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, is a striking specialist and stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 134.9 pounds, and in 30 professional fights has built an impressive record of 20 wins, 8 losses, and 2 no contests. Fighting out of Marseille, France, Le Kabyle, Moktar Benkaci. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he is a striking specialist and stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 135.3 pounds and holds a record of 14 victories and 5 defeats. Fighting out of Dublin, Ireland, the Black Mamba, Frans Mlambo. Your referee in charge, Laureano.
Frans Mlambo is in the yellow trunks. Moktar Benkaci in the gray. A trip to Dublin and a bantamweight championship opportunity on the line. Spinning back kick to open the action from Mlambo.
And 2 supremely skilled martial artists. When Benkaci was offered the option of coming in as the alternate for this, he jumped at it. He wanted to be on this card. And what an opportunity to step back into the playoffs against a very tough Frans Mlambo. Lovely body kick there, just falls short. Returns by Mlambo.
Clash nice there, right in front of the broadcast position. Frans Mlambo landed the right hand, dialing in that distance. You've seen him active with his legs early.
Already busier and more aggressive from Benkaci. This is what we saw in his second round against Nutsi when he fought last year for PFL. More aggressive, cut the cage off, force his opponent into a pocket to fight. And when you've got someone that moves and snipes like Mlambo, you have to take that movement away.
Oh. Body kick there.
Power body kick. That'll drain your gas tank.
Fast hands.
Oh, good right from Mlambo.
Oh, high kick. Benkaci still in a little bit of trouble here. Steadying himself.
Took that head kick well. I think he just got a glove up to his chin to cushion the blow.
That's it, 15 minutes. Frans Mlambo seeing everything right now. Early goings of this fight.
Benkaci's got a great chin though. Khurshed Kakhorov landed some incredible kicks in that last fight, but shook him off like it was nothing.
The crowd getting behind the local fighter. Level change on a single leg here.
Big swing and a miss from Mlambo allows Benkaci to grab a hold. Now the tide plumb.
Choice by Benkaci to wear on Mlambo like this. Pull his head down, make him fight on his height.
Look how strong he is. Look how well he's keeping that posture of Mlambo broken. Forcing him to look at the canvas. Nice knee to the midsection there from Benkaci. And again.
Mlambo has not stopped throwing his right hand. Oh! Finally gets his head out. Lands a combination on the separation. That's something Mlambo is so good at.
I want to see more leg kicks from Benkaci.
Oh my goodness.
Each 8-1 on that exchange.
Just swinging now and then.
Mlambo now in the southpaw stance. Goes back to orthodox. Misses with the spinning kick. Benkaci trying to bank more of those body kicks.
he's really committing to those body kicks as well. And ultimately, if your shins are conditioned, it doesn't really matter if your opponent blocks them. You can break an arm, you can deaden a leg. Lots of things you can do with a hard kick with shin conditioning. And I would imagine that Benkaci's kicked a few Thai pads in his time. Nice low kick, good defense as well for the upper body for Benkaci.
Nice head movement there from Mlambo. He's got to be careful though, waiting for Benkaci while being at the fence. Benkaci's got a lot of power in those overhands. Jab there.
Mlambo switching stance again. He has to be careful changing stance on the spot like that. Oh!
Benkaci. Benkaci eats one as he comes in, but shrugs it off. Frans Mlambo.
That was a good body shot.
Nice.
Sorry, Sean. Benkaci just landed a left hook to the body and Mlambo's styling it, but I think he felt it. Oh!
Another combination from Benkaci. Frans Mlambo usually likes this counter striking, but he might be better served getting his back off the cage. Benkaci is dialing in the distance here.
Sweeping left hook to the body from Benkaci there.
They checked. Fighters decided that wasn't an eye poke and to keep going. Referee didn't step in.
I like this pressure from Benkaci. I'd like him to start focusing on that lead leg when Mlambo's orthodox.
Another body kick there. Brutal. Final few seconds of round number one. No signs of slowing between these two bantamweights.
Great.
Frans Mlambo, South African Irishman, against Moktar Benkaci, the local favorite, calls France home.
Spends a lot of time training at London Shoot fighters as well, some fantastic fighters. You got to think, I mean, if Michael Venom Page was a little bit smaller, he'd be a great training partner for Mlambo.
Spinning kick again.
We've seen several of those attempted by Mlambo. He opened the fight with it. Benkaci punishes the lead leg there.
That's what we want to see from Benkaci. Pressure Mlambo, throw those leg kicks. You heard the legs, the hands go down, then the openings come.
And you see this long stance from Mlambo. You have to do something to negate the low kick attack because you are more vulnerable to it. You can't move your leg quick enough and you can't pick it up to check those kicks. Benkaci's doing a good job of slowly chipping away at that lead leg from when Mlambo is in that orthodox stance.
Swing and a miss from Mlambo there. That's not what he needs to do. He needs to pop that jab, but he ate a couple really good low kicks, as you said, Dan.
Exactly. It may be giving Mlambo trouble to plant that lead foot. Now he switched to southpaw. Top side kick there. See if Benkaci works back that left hook to the body. That was a really good shot that he used in the first round. That was a nice kick to the body as well. I like this pressure from Benkaci. I would like to see more feints from him. That was a good one.
Mlambo attempts his second straight right hand to the body of Benkaci. There goes 3 in a row. Switching stances again.
Nice long jab to the body from Mlambo.
Good long punches from Mlambo there. And he's staying away from the fence more because Benkaci had a lot of success in the first round when Mlambo was staying close to the fence. Now he's back there though. He's got to be careful.
Started to work well to the body, Mlambo is. I think he's recognizing that Benkaci's defense for his head is very, very good. But he may be leaving his midsection open. That was a nice front kick, just missed.
I want to see Benkaci throw more than one strike because a long fighter like Mlambo, you're probably not going to catch him with the first strike. You're going to catch him with the second or the third.
Easier said than done against Frans Mlambo, who uses that.
Oh!
Great timing there from Mlambo.
Every time Benkaci tries something, Mlambo with the counters, and usually it's in combination. That time a sweep.
And Mlambo's doing a great job in the second round, working the body of Benkaci. Benkaci doesn't really know what to do with this.
He seems to have retreated back into himself a little bit this round. This was more what we saw in Berlin. That first round he was opening up a little bit, but I think the rhythm, the movement of Mlambo is starting to force him to freeze a little bit.
A lot of feinting here from Mlambo, and he finally throws the left. Good defense from Benkaci.
Both guys got good head movement. Here's the tight clinch again. Strength of Benkaci on show in the clinch.
Pulling that head down again from Mlambo. Wear on him, tiring him out.
You see Mlambo struggling with that tight clinch, so he's trying to guard across the center line to try and block any knees coming up towards his chin. Nice body shots in the clinch here from Mlambo.
Good movement again there from Mlambo. Benkaci obliging Stefan Struve's request for punches in combination. Not
well, he went to the body, but Mlambo went down.
I can see what Benkaci tried to do there. He tried to feint and force him to move away from the right and drop the level of his hook to try and get Mlambo to slip onto it. He's
Final 10 seconds of the second round.
Recognizing Mlambo's getting his head out of the way of those headshots.
And good sportsmanship continues. Congratulatory handshakes and hugs. And we'll get back to the fighting here. Frans Mlambo in the yellow, Moktar Benkaci in the gray, Dan Hardy, Stefan Struve, and I'm Sean O'Connell sitting cage side.
The two veterans like this, they've been in the game so long, they know what it takes to be competing at this level. That's where the respect comes from. Young fighters, they can be fiery and feisty, but when you're at this level, you know what your opponent's been through to get to the smart cage on this night. And that's where the respect comes from between these two. A side kick's a really good weapon for him from southpaw. Nice little juke in there. Learned that from American football. American football.
This is where Benkaci wants to be. But every single time he's got Mlambo up against the fence and he throws one strike, then he moves back. So he fights himself into the reach of Mlambo where he wants to be, but then he moves backwards. So he gives Mlambo the opportunity to move away again. I want to see more pressure from Benkaci. What I said, 1, 2, 3s. There we go. Caught him with the second strike.
Good low kick from Benkaci. Switches his stance, leaves himself open for a moment.
Yeah, a lot of impact on the calf with that low kick there.
Benkaci acknowledges the crowd while trying to fight his way through to a championship against Frans Mlambo. Nice right hand, it landed. And now Benkaci grabs a hold of Frans Mlambo. We'll see if he can get him to the mat here in round 3.
Told you guys.
An eye poke, maybe. Benkaci doesn't know where the eye poke came in. Referee saw it. He's giving Frans Mlambo his time to recover. We'll see if we can catch it on a replay.
Mlambo's got 5 minutes to recover.
Oh, it was a thumb.
Yep. And the thumb just dug right into Frans Mlambo's right eye as Benkaci was reaching for the back of the head and the neck to grab that clinch. Obviously inadvertent.
Yeah, I think he was looking for that tie plum again to pull Mlambo's head down.
You're going to see one of the new unified rules changes in mixed martial arts. Fighters are offered a cold, wet compress for the eye before they have to speak to the doctor. In the past, there was always a situation where fighters were immediately addressed by a doctor. Often the doctor's question is, can you see? And if the fighter says no, the fight is stopped. Now, most fighters know that, but sometimes it's hard to remember in the moment when you're dealing with an eye poke, when you're dealing with the pain of it. Frans Mlambo's pressing that wet rag to the eye. He'll be given time before he has to actually answer those questions.
Looks like we're good to go.
Yeah, he gave the doctor a nod there. So under the new rules, the fighters are allowed a cold compress on 5 minutes to take away the inflammation. I had to run over to the commissioner's table and just make sure that we've got that on hand for them.
Yeah, there's another look at the thumb digging into the eye. Only one knuckle deep. Frans Mlambo is going to be okay. Stefan, you ever receive a bad eye poke?
No, I've been kicked in a spot where you don't want to be kicked, though.
I don't want to be kicked in any spot. I don't even know what you're referring to. Here we go. Mlambo's good to go again.
And 3 minutes left in this bantamweight affair. Winner moves on to a PFL European Championship fight in Dublin.
We could be on a 3-minute fight here. It could be all to play for in 3 minutes. One boxing round.
I want to see more urgency from both men. I like that they're being friendly, but they can do that after the fight. Body kick there.
Both of these guys so quick. Good movement here. And
Caught him.
Benkaci building some confidence when he does throw in combination.
Yeah, he needs to do way more combinations because every single time he does it, he catches Mlambo.
Oh, natural left hook.
There.
And almost to your point, Stefan, when you land that left hook to start a combination, that's the time to have a right hand and another left come after it.
Yes, sir.
Seems to be back to normal now. Frans Mlambo, both eyes wide open, focused on his opponent. That break and the treatment by the officials has taken down the pain. But he's got to do something in these last 2 minutes. Both of these guys have to. I would not know how to score this fight if I was sitting cage side with a pen in my hand.
It's been Benkaci who's been...
Oh, and again with the left hook.
Well timed by Benkaci.
It's been Benkaci who's been pushing the pace, but Mlambo's had a lot of success with his counters.
Final 90 seconds of this fight. More body work from Frans Mlambo. Another flurry.
Benkaci's done a really good job of controlling the center, but I don't really feel like he's utilized the control enough. He's not worked the legs as much as I would like him to in these exchanges here. Anything you can do to take the movement of your opponent away is a benefit.
There's that left hand again. Benkaci able to evade the counter strikes. Potential final deciding minute, and the winner will advance to a $100,000 European Championship opportunity in Dublin.
There you landed again after that left hook, that straight right. Urgency from both men in the last 30 seconds could win this round. It's been so close. Every single round of this fight has been close.
Last 20 seconds. Who's going to land the most meaningful shot?
Good jab to the body again. Nice 1-2 from Benkaci.
After 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Derek Hickey scored about 29-28 Mlambo. Judge Ben Cartledge scored about 29-28 Benkaci. And Judge Morad Bensika scored about 29-28 for your winner via split decision in clinching their place in the PFL Europe Championship. Frans Mlambo!
So Sean's heading into the smart cage here. Surprise on Benkaci. I think he felt like he did enough. I wonder if he'll have a different perspective when he watched it back. A very, very closely contested fight. Sean O'Connell is trying to get the attention of Frans Mlambo here.
All right, I'm here with the winner, Frans Mlambo. The local fans, the French fans, obviously not happy with that result. How confident were you that you had done enough to win this fight? It was very close.
It was close, but I was confident enough because all I was doing was, like, I know he's strong and he can take a shot, like, you know what I mean? You can't keep attacking the guy and keep attacking him because he'll just burn you out and then run you down. So it was a chess match in there, you know what I mean? He's an advanced fighter, I'm an advanced fighter as well. I recognized that very soon in the fight that he was very intelligent, you know what I mean? So I just took a step back and just kept him at range. Like, he's short, but he's got a good range. So I had to keep a longer range and just keep him at that. And that's what I was doing. I was keeping safe. He's a wily little fighter, and he tries to get in and get them big shots in. So I wanted to be smart and just keep him at range. And I had fun in there, like, you know what I mean? I was just popping, and I was feeling myself.
Well, now let's talk about what's next. December 8th in Dublin, $400,000 and a PFL Europe Championship. How do you feel knowing that that's what's next?
Feeling great. Like, I remember in the second round, I was popping and I was thinking, you know what? I want to make it a bit more fun. And I was like, actually, you know what I mean? We're fighting for a big thing here. I don't want to do something stupid and risk it. So I was like, I'll keep this chess match going. And that's what I did. Obviously, I was on the back foot the whole time. But at the same time, anytime he came in, I punished him. You know what I mean? I was doing what I needed to do.
Frans Mlambo, ladies and gentlemen, headed to the championship in Dublin.
Viva la France! The following contest is a semi-final fight in the bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a striking specialist and stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 136 pounds and holds a pro MMA record of 10 victories and a single defeat. Fighting out of Gelsenkirchen, Germany, Killer Khurshed Kakhorov. And in the red corner, he is an MMA specialist and stands 5 feet 7 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 134 pounds and holds a perfect record of 9 wins and no losses. Fighting out of Malmö, Sweden, Ali Taleb. Your referee in charge, Derek Hickey.
Ali Taleb in the yellow trunks, Khurshed Kakhorov in the gray.
Do not blink in this fight.
Winner advances to Dublin in a fight against Frans Mlambo for $100,000.
Two of the most intense people that we have on the PFL roster, no doubt about it. Ali Taleb must burn 100 calories an hour more than everybody else just by clenching his jaw. Nice in and out movement here from both fighters while they try and get a read on each other's timing and speed. Nice low kick.
There's that unorthodox style we talked about, Dan.
And he's hiding
it kicks on the same side.
Right? He's throwing behind punches, making it really difficult to catch that.
He throws on the same side a lot. So right punch, right kick, left punch, left kick. It's incredibly difficult to time and very difficult to block those combinations. Nice front kick there.
Ali Taleb here getting reads, looking for that power left hook that we saw in his last fight. Wow. Fast hands. Oh!
Nasty.
Taleb.
That was an uppercut, but Kakhorov.
He's on the neck. He's on the guillotine.
Himself out of it for now.
Can he get the right angle to finish it?
It's across the jaw. It's across the face. He's not under the chin, we can see from the commentary booth here. That could be incredibly painful, but the choke is not there.
It's a bit of a crank on the face and neck right now for Kakhorov.
Can use it to sweep, though.
Incredible recovery after being dropped by Khurshed Kakhorov. But Ali Taleb squeezing hard, trying to reposition himself and turn this into a real choke.
He's trying for this. I think he might be wasting his energy, burning his arms out here.
He needs to be on his left. He's killing his arms right now. He's killing his arms right now. Let him squeeze. That's fine. Stay nice and relaxed. He's got nothing right there, yeah?
The Kakhorov corner talking to their fighter, telling them that he's burning his arms out in this position. Kakhorov staying calm here, he can still breathe.
That's Dennis Davis out of Extreme Couture. Kakhorov, a German, but spends a lot of time training in Las Vegas.
Very interesting. We haven't really seen Ali Taleb spend a lot of time on his back. He's going for that wrist and tries to go to his knees.
And this is where you sometimes learn a lot about fighters. Ali Taleb hasn't faced the same kind of adversity in his career that Kakhorov has. He's undefeated so far as a pro. Will he find a way to solve this puzzle? Kakhorov on top of him, pressuring, trying to pass the guard.
That's fine. Stay heavy on that left side.
Kakhorov is doing a good job controlling Taleb so far. Recovering from that big punch in the opening minute of the fight, I think. Getting his wits back.
He's clearly all the way back under full control of his faculties here because he is heavy on top of Ali Taleb.
Good work by Taleb here, though. Nice work also from Kakhorov to control that wrist.
Stay heavy. Settle back.
So you can see here, Kakhorov, he's under the arm here of Taleb. He's trying to control that wrist. But Kakhorov is also trying to get his hook in over this leg on this side. Beautiful work scrambling back to his feet. Now we're back to a 50-50 position. Kakhorov still has his hands together on the backside up against the fence, though. Nice work by Taleb to drive him and turn him into the fence.
Wide base.
Taleb goes for a double. Good defense, though, by Kakhorov to get his arms up. Refuses to let Taleb close his hands.
We bounce off the cage and back to the corner.
And now Kakhorov has felt the speed of Taleb as well. That right hand landed so clean before the grappling exchange. Does that change the way that Kakhorov approaches this fight? Does he keep it at a kicking range now, perhaps?
Heavy body kick there from Khurshed. Now making Taleb chase him a little bit. Rips his own right hand.
He really should keep it at kicking range because he's one of the few fighters that actually can throw naked kicks without throwing punches before them.
Nice front kick up the center, just falls short. Returned by Kakhorov.
Moves out of the way of that head kick attempt from Khurshed Kakhorov there. Good movement by Kakhorov to avoid the right hand.
Got to wonder what the arms of Taleb are feeling like after squeezing on that guillotine for a good 20 seconds. Here he is again on the neck.
Chain wrestling here from Kakhorov.
Yep, stay on that side.
Wrong angle. Taleb's not going to be able to squeeze that. Final few seconds of round number one. Bantamweight semifinal here in Paris. Sean O'Connell, Dan Hardy, Stefan Struve beside the PFL Smart Cage.
Good body kick there to start of the round for Kakhorov.
Looking for that beautiful counter left hook from Taleb as Kakhorov's moving forward.
Big looping punches from Kakhorov.
Little bit, oh, he got hurt there, he's wobbled.
Bit of a wobble from Taleb. I wasn't sure what landed for Kakhorov. Ripping back to the body.
He threw everything in that low kick as well.
Kakhorov's hands down, he's feeling confident. That was a hard low kick, like he was trying to cut down a tree.
He also ate a punch while he was doing it, maybe got a little bit too comfortable with the hands down.
I think he knows he's got Taleb hurt though here. Not quite recovered here, Taleb, not quite as aggressive as he was at the opening of the round.
You still don't want to trade a leg kick for a left hook from Ali Taleb.
Seems like Kakhorov has found his range though.
Speed of that right hand from Taleb.
Now they're beckoning one another forward. This is a fight, as we expected it would be. Big right hand there from Kakhorov off the guard.
The power in the kicks from Kakhorov, though.
I think Taleb's struggling with that lead leg, you know.
Yep.
I think when he's planting his foot, he's struggling. Look at the bruise on the back of his calf. Look at the bruise on the back of his calf.
So easily, beautiful.
Looks like
work.
a birthmark almost.
He's struggling to plant his weight on his lead foot as he's traveling forward with punches.
Kakhorov more bounce in his step.
Hard body kick. Redness on the side of Taleb's body as well now.
I was just going to say, look at the mark on the side of Ali Taleb.
Kakhorov with the snapping jabs. Taleb really committing to...
Oh! Front kick to the face.
So right up into the chin of Ali Taleb, who eats it like a sandwich.
The benefit of a solid beard, I think we're seeing there. I'd have been knocked out from that one with my whiskers.
Oh, beautiful! It was the dropping right hand, and now Kakhorov wailing away. Kakhorov pounding away. Taleb refusing to fall.
Calling him on still.
How's he still standing?
And Kakhorov careful to not punch himself out here. What is keeping Ali Taleb upright?
Front kick again from Kakhorov.
Taleb still dazed.
Lets him recover, though.
Mouth open, big press from Taleb.
Finally gets the guard back up. You can see how taxed Ali Taleb is after taking all that damage and maybe that squeeze in the first round. Oh, nice right hand again. Man, Khurshed Kakhorov.
Oh, you can see some redness around the eye socket of Kakhorov here.
A little blood even.
Picking his shots here.
Really found his range in that second round, guys. Unbelievable.
Oh, ripping combinations. He's got Taleb stationary against the cage. But he's still respecting the power, and you can see why Taleb rips back. Right out at the end of those punches. Head kick.
Body kick.
Blocked.
Can't travel on that foot. You can tell that he's really struggling to plant that lead foot.
Yeah, the leg kicks paying their dividends here as we get to the end of round number 2.
And Kakhorov really turned his body in all of those leg kicks. A lot of weight in those kicks.
Now he's hunting for the head.
Exactly what we've been working on. Let's
But I
go.
think a few more of those leg kicks. Oh, there's another right hand that backs up Ali Taleb.
Taleb looking very labored now.
Yep. Kakhorov, though, respecting the power, knows Taleb is dangerous. A wounded animal is a dangerous one.
You really see Taleb reacting on every single feint now because he's hurt on multiple places on his body.
The chin has been checked several times. That lead leg is compromised. His body has worn a bunch of damage. Kakhorov about threw his own shoulder out of socket on that punch.
That was a really rough first round for Taleb, but for the first time now he's starting to move forward again, looking like he's got a clear head. There was so little coming back from Taleb, and he was considerably hurt a few times.
You're 100% Dan.
We might not see those final scorecards to find out. Khurshed Kakhorov in the gray trunks. Ali Taleb. Kakhorov took control of this fight in round number 2. We'll see what Taleb has left. Always dangerous, always explosive. Is his lead leg enough of a base for him to throw off of?
I want to see Kakhorov, after that 1-2 there he throws, you want to see him go over the top with his right leg. Because the opening is there.
Back downstairs to that lead leg of Taleb goes Kakhorov.
Nice. And you're not really hearing that low kick because he's shin barring across the quad. It's the bone digging into the muscle, which doesn't make the same kind of sound, but will take your base away like nothing else.
Good body kick again from Kakhorov.
Nice feints.
A good lead hook there from Kakhorov. We'll see if he could follow it up with more combinations.
These feints are really good by Kakhorov. You're starting to see the hands of Taleb starting to react as if he's trying to block these shots, get out of the way of them. Head movement by Taleb. Head kick just whistles past him. Still struggling to step forward with that lead foot though. He's winging the shots over the top and falling forward because he's not able to place that lead foot.
I wonder how much Kakhorov is going to push Taleb in this round, because I think he understands that second round was a 10-8 round. Is he really going to hunt for the knockout, or is he going to stay on the outside, just pick him apart?
I wonder what Kakhorov's recollection of the first round is, though, and how much it feels like he has to win this last round.
That right hand just got the attention from Taleb. Still very much in this fight.
Out of nowhere, there's that power again. You can never count Ali Taleb out.
There's another big overhand and a knee to follow it up. Now Kakhorov back on the offensive. Taleb grabs a hold of him.
This is what Taleb wants. Grab a hold of him, look for the takedowns. Put Kakhorov on his back.
It's going to be very difficult to hold him down and control him, though, I would think. Nice shots to the body.
Kakhorov's got excellent takedown defense as well with his background in judo, but it looks like Taleb has got it. Lifts him up, puts him down. Interesting.
These final 2 minutes could determine who advances to Dublin in a PFL European Championship. $100,000 on the line there. Frans Mlambo awaits the winner.
Clever work here by Taleb, trying to bind the legs of Kakhorov to take them away. Makes it very, very difficult for him to get back to his feet. You can see here that the head position driving in from Ali Taleb. Good work by Kakhorov getting back to his feet though. And now he's got the body lock, so he's able to turn and land a knee of his own.
Bend, snap, slap, slow. Walk now.
Takedown attempt.
Oh, beautiful.
Beautiful job to turn the angle, yeah.
And now we're going to look to see him circle to the back of Ali Taleb. You can see him searching for the wrist again.
Wants to push that wrist away, get on his knees, make his way back to his feet. Easier said than done though, because Kakhorov's control on the ground has been really good.
There's Alessio Sakara in the corner of Ali Taleb.
Nice wrist control. Weighing heavy on his opponent here. Nice work. Beautiful, sinks a hook in. Very clever work. Dragging his opponent into a back control. Smart grappling by Kakhorov. Still got that wrist control now. Taleb gets his arm free, but he's going to expose his back as he scrambles if he's not careful.
Watch the back of the head, aim for the ears.
Couple hammer fists from the top here for Kakhorov.
Potentially a victory securing round for Kakhorov here.
Back to the feet, Ali Taleb. Kakhorov says no, get back down on the mat. Throws a right hand, and that's the final bell.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. The judges scored this bout 29-28, 29-27, 29-27. All for your winner via unanimous decision in clinching their place in the PFL Europe Championship, Khurshed Kakhorov.
Job well done by the judges then.
Yeah, absolutely. A really strong performance by Kakhorov. And, you know, Ali Taleb's going to take this home and he's going to learn from it. And we're going to see him in 2024 continuing to be the wrecking ball that he's been so far in his career. But Kakhorov moving through to face Frans Mlambo. What a fight that's going to be.
Fantastic fight.
All right. Sean O'Connell's in the smart cage with Kakhorov.
Khurshed Kakhorov victorious. You overcame some adversity in the first round. He had you hurt, he dropped you. You fought your way back. Tell me what you were experiencing in that first round.
Who is underdog, motherfuckers? So, one more time, please.
You had to overcome the adversity in the first round. Tell me what you were thinking as you came into the second and third.
Oh, this guy is very strong. Really tough guy. I beat him 100%, but he stay and fight. Yeah, all these guys in tournament are killers. So, yeah. First round I beat him, but second round he continue fighting. Yeah, respect.
Yeah, you had an incredible second round. I thought you were going to get him out of there. You landed several big punches, several big kicks. Were you surprised he was able to weather that storm?
Of course, I have been surprised. I think, oh, who the fuck is this guy? Yeah, I knocked people out with 16-ounce gloves, but MMA gloves. He took all my punches. Yeah.
Well, you did mention that everybody is tough in this season at bantamweight, but it's down to the final two. You're headed to a championship. What does that mean to you?
Oh, next opponent, Frans?
Yes, Frans Mlambo. In fact, Frans Mlambo.
Oh, this is great stuff. So this is my dream to become champion, yeah. And I have strong opponent, next opponent.
Let's bring Frans Mlambo here into the smart cage. Frans congratulating the corner of Khurshed Kakhorov. Frans, come stand over here. All right, first of all, tell me what you think of this matchup. How do you match up against Frans Mlambo?
Oh, I know this guy. I trained with him. He's strong. It's technical, strong, yeah.
Frans, same question for you. How do you think this plays out?
That's what we sparred loads of times. Like, he's a heavy hitter. It's just going to be a fantastic matchup for the final. So I'm looking forward to it. Like, Khurshed is he's fantastic. Like, he just beat a very, very powerful guy there. And so, you know, the best is in the final. So let's get it done, my brother.
All right, let's face this bantamweight championship off. A little face-off for me, fellas. December 8th in Dublin, Khurshed Kakhorov, Frans Mlambo with $100,000 and a PFL Europe Championship belt on the line.
Not only boxer.
Yeah. I'll probably be in Kung Fu next time. Who knows? Yeah.
Fight is a special showcase bout. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is an MMA specialist and stands 5 feet 7 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 178.1 pounds, and in his 12-fight career has built a record of 8 wins and 4 losses. Fighting out of Lone Togo, Baba Zeus Najumbi. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He is a striking specialist and stands 6 feet tall. He weighed in officially at 180.7 pounds and across 17 professional fights has amassed a record of 12 victories and 5 defeats. Fighting out of Buenos Aires, Argentina, Pepe Laureano Staropoli. Your referee in charge, Mark Goddard.
Mark Goddard to oversee the action. Staropoli in the black trunks. Baba Najombe in the gray. Three 5-minute rounds of showcase action. Both men trying to improve and impress the bosses Maybe earn an invitation to a future PFL Europe season. PFL South Africa, maybe. Excuse me, PFL South America, PFL Africa. Regional leagues that will be opening eventually.
Look at the difference in intensity from both these guys. There's that hard right low kick that we see from Doumbé. But straight away, Staropoli is on the front foot, trying to take the space in the cage away from him.
The best remedy for that for Doumbé is what he's doing right now. Chop that leg down.
This is a really tough test for Doumbé. I mean, Staropoli, he's been at the highest level of the sport. He's a veteran who knows what it's like in a high-pressure fight. Doumbé, on the regional scene, he's won 3 different championships in 3 different countries at 3 different weights. And that translates to him just oftentimes being the better athlete, being the better fighter, not having the competition to truly test him. Not the case for Staropoli.
Good movement so far from Doumbé. I don't know whether he can keep this up for 15 minutes, though. Good pressure from Staropoli. Hard right low kick, my goodness.
Doumbé paid attention to Dan Hardy's keys to victory. Made that part of the game plan. You could see Staropoli is trying to corral the fighter in front of him.
Besides the 12 fight Doumbé's had in MMA, he's also fought in kickboxing. And that definitely shows with those leg kicks.
I like this movement here. You know, this kind of movement could be quite frustrating for Staropoli, who wants to mix it up and get close, start trading punches. He might start overreaching and leaving himself open.
Another heavy kick right to that outside of the knee for Laureano Staropoli.
It's exactly where you want to land, right on the nerve.
Redness already on the outside of the leg of Staropoli.
You see the leg is already moving different for Staropoli. He's already standing on it differently, and he switches to southpaw there. Interesting.
Switch right back, but maybe a subconscious indicator that that leg is already hurting. Now Staropoli grabs a hold of Doumbé, throws a knee right up the center.
Staropoli looking for the takedown. He is the bigger fighter.
Yeah, this is one of those catch-weight bouts where it feels like Staropoli's coming down and Doumbé might be coming up to make this.
Yeah, I don't think Doumbé cuts a great deal of weight, but you know, the longer this fight goes, the more it's going to suit him because he's going to be able to stay more mobile than his opponent. It's just when his opponent lands, he's going to feel that additional force and weight.
Good switch kick there.
Very athletic.
Doumbé continues to circle on the outside of the cage. Staropoli is able to freeze his feet temporarily there. And now Doumbé with a big lift and a slam. He backs off of it.
There's the power.
Almost just to prove his point and didn't want to stay on the ground.
Very calculated first round here from Doumbé.
Can he keep it up for 3 rounds, though? As you said, Dan, takes a lot of energy.
That's the question.
An exchange of punches there from these two. Doumbé overreaching. Got to be careful about doing that against someone experienced like Staropoli.
Nice head movement from Doumbé, and good job getting out of the way. And
oh!
It's a good thing he had that hand up.
Right.
Got to be careful when it's just one arm by itself. Heavy kick can break the forearm.
Look at the swelling on right above the knee on the left leg of Staropoli, though.
Oh, good takedown defense here. Nice reversal from Staropoli. Now in top position in close guard.
Look who's in the building here in France. There's David Hay, world champion boxer. Little bird tells me he might be joining us on the broadcast a little bit later.
I think he knows a thing or two about our strikers later on the card.
19 more seconds in round number 1. Doumbé's got his shoulders glued to the mat here, striking from his back as Staropoli sends right hands around the guard.
Yeah, studying Doumbé before the fight, this is something he needs to work on. He needs to be able to get off his back.
End of round number 1. Touch of the glove starts round number 2. Laureano Staropoli in the black, Baba Njombe in the gray. An exchange of kicks took Njombe off balance.
I think that would be a really smart addition to his game, Staropoli, in this round. Start to return some of those low kicks, especially when he can switch it up and go high.
And already Njombe switched stances after one nasty kick.
12 kicks to 3 for in favor of Njombe here. Nice straight left.
Staropoli also has the ability to switch to southpaw. He's done that a lot in the past. Would not be surprised to see him do that in this second. Oh, good head kick there from Njombe, but caught by Staropoli.
Nice check on the inside low kick, traded it with a punch. Gave underhooks there to Njombe, but Staropoli's marching him back to the fence, staying strong in this position.
You could already see in the stand-up that the movement for Njombe is not as quick anymore as in the first round. Takes a lot of energy to keep that up for 3 rounds.
In that last exchange, Mark Goddard said last warning, I believe, to Baba Njombe. I'm not sure what the last warning was for, maybe grabbing the fence.
Second time this second round that Staropoli has got Njombe up against the fence.
Staropoli just trying to line him up for a shot, but every time he starts to posture to strike, Njombe's moving.
Going to the body there.
Oh, a searching hook to the body there from Njombe. Would not like to have been on the receiving end of that.
Nice body shot from Staropoli there. There he goes to southpaw.
Fatigue starting to show for Baba Njombe, who's made some heavy commitments on these counter strikes and those right hands and leg kicks early.
Yeah, now he's starting to be a little bit more stationary up against the fence. Staropoli's going to be licking his lips if he finds himself in a punching range with a tired opponent.
Nice 1-2 there from Staropoli, and good head movement to get out of the way from that big swing from Njombe.
Oh, same again from the first round. Good thing he had his hand up to block that.
Body shots again from Njombe, but Njombe looks very, very tired.
It was that searching uppercut from Staropoli that time, but he goes chest to chest. Steps back out to range.
Nice.
This is what Staropoli wants to do. Nice combination there.
And it's always going to be the combinations that are going to get this guy. You're going to have to throw volume because he's so elusive. This is better from Staropoli. Nice body shot. Lovely that. Really nice.
And a left hand to follow it.
Jab from southpaw.
Staropoli.
Njombe's smiling. I think he can feel some frustration on... oh, here we go.
Beautiful combination there.
Oh!
Landed and that wobbled Njombe.
Got him hurt.
Bounced that off the support post in the smart cage here.
He's got that Staropoli march going on. Let's go.
Njombe is exhausted. He'd rather stand against the fence right now than move away. Take shots from Staropoli.
Body work from Staropoli.
Beautiful. Oh, and a head kick blocked. But those body shots are really starting to take their toll on Njombe.
Right,
hands are coming down.
Section. Yeah, he's now teeing off. Njombe sprints away.
Watch how he keeps rocking back onto his heels as well when he's under. That was a lovely low kick as well by Pepe.
There's nowhere for Njombe to go. Staropoli stalking. Final 30 seconds of round number 2.
All the pushing, the pace in the first round is really paying off for Staropoli now in the second round. He's got Njombe exactly where he wants him.
That's going to earn a stoppage from Mark Goddard if he continues to run and turn his back. Njombe offered a hook back to the body of Staropoli. He doesn't want this fight to be over. He just wants to catch his breath.
Good leg kick again.
I think he's just trying to breathe at the moment. He's going to get a warning from the referee.
He looked at Mark Goddard, who was attentive, and to the corner, and he said, I'm done.
Great game plan by Staropoli. Took a lot of leg kicks in that first round, but all that work paid off. Tired his opponent out, broke him mentally and physically. Great performance from the man from Argentina.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Goddard calls a halt to the action at the end of round number 2, declaring your winner via TKO to corner stoppage, Laureano Staropoli.
A really good performance. So Sean O'Connell is with Laureano in the smart cage.
All right, Laureano Staropoli, he didn't come off the stool to meet you in the third round. When that second round was over, did you know you had this fight won?
Yes, was a little bit strange, you know, is because he do very good first round. The second, I feel he's tired, but I prepare for war, you know. I wanna, all my fight was a fucking war, and I prepare for that, but doesn't matter.
Let's talk about that first round. He had great movement, right? He was beating up your leg. How much damage on that lead leg?
No, I am so strong legs, and I don't feel it. But was good round. Can I say something in Spanish?
Sí.
Bueno, quería dedicarle a esta victoria a mi sobrino Leandro, que cumple hoy 2 años. Bueno, no debe entender una mierda, pero feliz cumpleaños, guachín, te quiero mucho.
Now translate that for us.
No, this is strange because he has 2. Él tiene 2 años. Dentro de un futuro va a decir, mira lo que hacía mi tío por no trabajar.
All right, what's next for you?
I am in the tournament. I am to the tournament, and I am the next champion of PFL. As word of God and other things, PFL very soon come to Argentina. I promise that.
Laureano Staropoli, ladies and gentlemen. There's your tail of the tape. Both men 34 years of age. Madureira is the taller fighter, 3 inches taller, in fact. You can see he's got the reach advantage, as one would expect, on both arms and legs.
All right, keys to victory. Chouchane, stalk and bully. Push this guy around and double leg takedowns. He can drive you all the way across the canvas and put you on the floor. Enrique, vary the right-hand attacks and high kicks on the clinch breaks. He might be able to catch Chouchane by surprise there.
The following fight is a special lightweight showcase bout. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a kickboxing specialist and stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 154.1 pounds and possesses a professional record of 6 wins and 2 losses. Fighting out of Espírito Santo, Brazil, Enrique Madureira. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He is a striking specialist and stands 5 feet 7 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 156 pounds and holds a record of 9 victories and 3 defeats. Fighting out of Avignon, France, Yazid Chouchane. Your referee and judge, Luc Poirier.
Chouchane is in the green trunks. Madureira is in the gray. Showcase bout, 3 5-minute rounds. No elbows, as per the PFL rule set.
Forced him to pull his socks up after that kick catch. Oh, and he goes again.
And look
going
at
hammers.
Rights. There's the power from Chouchane.
This kid's a wild man.
Madureira,
hey!
take that.
Little break in the action there. A crazy opening 20 seconds. There's another flurry from Chouchane.
I think both of these guys have got just a little bit of crazy. Oh!
Little capoeira kick there from Madureira. At least that's what it turned into after Chouchane.
I think he's a little bit hurt. It looks like he got cut from that left hook there. Just to the side of his eyebrow. He gave it a little wipe and looked over at his corner. Oh, power!
Heavy shots from Chouchane there.
Middle of that combination went down to the body. Maybe now starting to think about the later portions of this fight after complete disregard for that early.
That was a dumb fry start.
Madureira's got to be careful. He keeps running right onto the hands of Chouchane.
You don't do that many times without going to sleep.
Here it is. Some blood now on the side of the head for Madureira.
Oh!
Body kick.
Madureira beckons more of it on. Chouchane is throwing and landing. He's not eating anything back.
Heavy shots.
Beautiful little step to the side as well to avoid the attack coming in his direction to counter. These guys are just going to fight in bursts, I think.
Leg kick.
Power, every shot from Chouchane. He is trying to hurt you. And then he calls him on. Wow.
You can hear the French crowd getting behind their local fighter here.
We talked about the energy in France before the event started. Every single time, this French crowd, absolutely incredible. Nice combination there from Chouchane.
Wild sprint into range there for Madureira. Got to be careful being so reckless with someone that can crack like Yazid.
That's just the way he fights, though.
Right.
I think that's his only way.
Wild, man.
There's another spinning kick attempt.
Caught him on the back of the head, but not enough impact on that one.
So difficult to land a spinning kick when your opponent is happy to move forward into your range. Oh, short left
nice
hook.
1, 2, 3.
Snuck right through. Yazid Chouchane.
Just a little bit tighter and a little bit more compact with his punching combinations.
Look, eye poke.
Madureira doesn't think it was an eye poke. We'll find out on the replay.
Chouchane is not the kind of fighter to do this without anything happening.
Again, the new unified rules, a recent change, dictate that the doctor will come in with a cold, wet compress, let the fighter apply that to the eye before making any decisions, before...
The right or left? C'est le côté droit ou gauche? Gauche. Voilà.
Struggling to see with that left eye.
C'est un peu mieux. Ouais, tiens.
Time paused here, allowing Chouchane to recover.
And Madureira is talking to his corner. Wonder what they're telling him.
Not supposed to do that during a referee stoppage, so the referee quickly corrected that behavior.
If I was in Madureira's corner, I would tell him to use that reach more, but
mouth guard's back in.
I've been there when someone told me to use my reach a little more, getting drawn into a fist fight.
Referee telling Madureira to keep the pawing hands closed.
We go again.
90 more seconds here in round one.
The volume of this crowd is awesome.
Jumping knee from Madureira.
Heavy leg kick there from Chouchane.
short block from Chouchane there on that leg kick. Seems like the game plan for Chouchane is to counter Madureira when he gets in that reset after a wild action from Madureira. Heavy punches.
Even when he doesn't land the punch, if it's just like the bicep that hits, there's so much torque, it throws Madureira off balance.
Such good transfer of power from his lower body. You can tell he's clearly a very... Oh, nice!
Nice level change. Beautiful job.
Almost let Madureira off the hook and set him down instead of slamming.
30 seconds left in this round. Chouchane looking to pass. Good top pressure here.
Well, you said, Sean, he did a good job controlling Madureira coming down. Usually when you slam someone, there's space and they're able to get back up to their feet. When you control them there like that, the crowd doesn't really like it. They love the slams, but there's more control for Chouchane then. And his shots, hammer fist.
Big left hand.
End of the round.
Saved by the bell, potentially. Round 2 underway here. Yazid Chouchane in the green, and Henrique Madureira in the gray. Offensively, it has been one-way traffic for Chouchane in the first round.
This is what Madureira needs to do, keep him at kicking range.
Henrique doing a good job of tucking up tight and staying inside the hooking punches of Chouchane. I'd like to see him go back to the body because that's where Henrique is leaving himself open in these exchanges. He's so determined to cover his head that his midsection is being left.
Oh! Big right hand!
Big right hand!
The right hand! Out of nowhere!
Chouchane scrambling, he's on a single leg. Now he's gonna have to defend this.
He's got a front choke, he's got it! He's got it locked in! Good defense though from Chouchane.
Chouchane trying to wrestle his way out. That stop sign saved him from giving up his back. But now Madureira rolling to control.
Put himself on his back. He stayed there for Madureira.
Chouchane right on top. Wow. What a sequence. Landed the surprise right hand.
Really out of nowhere.
That's the challenge with these chaotic fighters that they got such random movement that even they don't know what they're doing. So how are you going to predict it?
He's got the arm off the frame here.
Chouchane is incredibly strong though. He could use it to sweep it right now. It's going the wrong way for that.
Chouchane just said, nope.
And he literally just looked over at the commentary booth and gave us a little wink, just a reassuring thumbs up. I think he's all right. Now, if he can get some posture here, we saw the power that he was landing at the end of that first round. If some space is created, he could do some real damage here. And Henrique doesn't have the fence to help him back to his feet either.
Trying to create space to learn some strikes here. Madureira is trying to get back to his feet, as you said, Dan. I'd like to see some shoulder pressure here from Chouchane, maybe. Force Madureira to work, because right now he can just stay on his back. He can rest.
Such heavy control. These punches are thudding.
And he's got heavy, heavy hips. But that shoulder is right there to apply a lot of pressure.
Yazid Chouchane yet to earn a submission victory in his mixed martial arts career. Madureira has 2 since turning pro.
You could tell by the way he rolled through with that arm trap that he's got some tricks in his game on the floor as well as on the feet. Might be looking potentially for an arm triangle here, trying to get Henrique to bring his arms up to defend his head with these punches and then clamp onto a head and arm and see if he can put that shoulder pressure to work.
The opportunity was there, but chooses to continue to strike.
We go with that shoulder pressure. Look, you can see him starting to slowly crank up the pressure, trying to get the back of his head underneath that tricep.
Madureira rebuilds that frame, though. He's not going to let Chouchane choke him from this position. Full side control now for the Frenchman.
Buggy choke for Madureira. but there's too much space.
Nasty little short hammer fist there from Chouchane, who does a great job of generating significant power over these minuscule distances.
He's doing a good job of just kind of roughing his face up as well with a closed fist. Trying to make it really uncomfortable for Henrique, which forced him to open his legs.
Yep.
Clever work. Nice solid hammer fist here.
Good job from Dyer to get back.
Oh dear.
But he takes his back here. He's got the rear naked.
This could be it.
He got it locked in. No, he goes to his side.
More of a neck crank here.
It's a good squeeze, though.
With a long neck like that, you can still finish it here. And Chouchane is incredibly strong.
He needs to bring himself back into the top position.
Yeah, doesn't want to squeeze himself out.
I'd be looking to pass to Mount if I was here. I think there's little resistance for him.
He had Madureira thinking only about the neck there for a moment, but didn't take full advantage to get to that mount. Final 10 seconds of round 2 coming.
It's a bad position to be in for Madureira here, but as you said, only 10 seconds left. We go through a third round.
Good up kick.
One more round of business to attend to here as John Kavanagh looks on for a little bit of fun. Frans Mlambo, who he cornered earlier, is headed to Dublin for a championship. Yazid Chouchane in the green, and Henrique Madureira in the gray.
Chouchane knows now after that second round that he needs to be careful no matter what, because Madureira can be dangerous from anywhere.
He just nodded and pointed to his leg. Almost like he was complimenting the power of the kick.
There's another nasty one. Those thudding kicks.
Good overhand there by Chouchane.
I think we might see another power double here from Chouchane, given the chaotic nature of that second round.
Yeah, he had a lot of success on the ground. Overpowered Madureira. The fight hit the mat.
But he did get dropped in that second round.
Could very well be a 9-9 round, an even round in that second round. There's
nice.
The level change. He's got the legs. Chouchane is incredibly strong.
Easy takedown for him.
There's that rugby background.
Right.
What can he do with it? Yazid Chouchane on top.
Henrique's telling us right now that he loves to fight. He needs to deal with this position, though.
In case we didn't know yet.
Right.
This man loves his job.
I think Chouchane's going to work to start passing this guard if it opens up again here. He's got to watch that Kimura. Nice hammer fist.
Referee wants to see more action from Chouchane. Trying to get a hold of that neck, but there's no space there.
This guard's open here. Chouchane, if he can pressure down onto a leg, he might be able to get past at least a half guard. He had good success once he got around the legs in the second round.
Good short shot there from Chouchane. Referee's taking a good look.
Round 3 halfway gone. Playoff action up next. Good right hand as Chouchane uses it to pass.
Heavy hips now, trying to get over that left leg. Looks like he's done a good job so far. If he can circle and get clear of the legs entirely, he might put Madureira in a really bad position to take some strikes.
And Madureira is keeping himself on his back with that arm around the neck of Chouchane. He could potentially go to his knees, but then he needs to throw that arm over the head of Chouchane. He needs to take a risk here, in my opinion, guys, because in my opinion, Chouchane is winning on the judges' scorecards, but that's me.
I agree. It's a big second round for Madureira with that overhand right, but I just don't feel like the rest of the round went his direction enough to to win it. Still working on this Kimura, but he's also putting himself in an arm triangle position that he looks like he's aware of.
Chouchane is just denying it. He's too strong physically. I think what Madureira wants to do with that Kimura is set it up for a sweep, but
nice
face crank there from Chouchane. And he's just too strong and too heavy on top. Doesn't give Madureira any space to set anything up.
For Chouchane, the next puzzle to solve in his own mixed martial arts career is going to be figuring out how to earn himself finishes once he gets to these positions.
Yeah, for sure. He's got the power. He just needs to learn how to create the space in these circumstances. But then if you create space to strike, then of course that gives his opponent the ability to scramble, and the unpredictable nature of Madureira. Maybe he just doesn't want to take those risks in this situation because he doesn't know what to expect.
But of course, in the PFL format, finishes matter. You get extra points for your playoffs, and you can easily win a couple of fights by decisions and still miss the playoffs in our PFL global season. So he's going to have to try and round himself into a finisher, even as he rides this out. Final bell. To the judges' scorecards we go. Good display of sportsmanship there.
Madureira is telling him to get up onto the cage to celebrate. I think he's already decided who's won this fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored this bout 30-27 for your winner via unanimous decision, Yazid Chouchane.
Yazid, first of all, congratulations. Victorious in your PFL debut. Dominant first round, dominant third round. He did clip you in the second. How much trouble were you in the second round?
Félicitations Yazid pour cette domination pour votre début en PFL. Vous avez dominé le premier round, vous avez dominé le troisième. Bon, il vous a vu sur le deuxième, mais expliquez-nous ce combat aujourd'hui.
Déjà, merci à tout le monde. Je remercie ma team, Marseille Fight Club, le KBP Perne, tous les élèves, mes sponsors, Belmecht et surtout ma femme que j'aime. Et voilà, je remercie le public français. Je suis très heureux d'avoir combattu chez moi en France. Et voilà, bon, pour répondre à la question, c'est un adversaire hyper dur. Je pensais qu'il allait tomber plus rapidement, mais il était dur. C'était dur.
He wanted to thank his whole team, his wife, that he loves very much, of course. And to answer the question, he said that it was really tough opponent here tonight, and he thought that would be like down way earlier than this.
What does it mean to you to be in this building, sold out building, all these French fans? You got the first French win of the night.
Qu'est-ce que ça vous fait d'être ici, de combattre en France devant voilà, ce public, le Zénith qui est plein à craquer et de remporter ce soir?
Je suis fier, très fier de combattre chez moi en France. Je suis français, fier de l'être. Je suis d'origine algérienne aussi. Et j'aime mon pays, la France. Et j'aime mon pays aussi, l'Algérie. Aujourd'hui, c'est une immense fierté de représenter la couleur de la France et la couleur de l'Algérie aussi. Et je remercie tout le public français qui m'ont soutenu.
He's really proud, of course, to be fighting in front of a home crowd and really proud to be representing both fans and Algeria. Thank you.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you very much. Congratulations. Yazid Chouchane and a special guest inside of the Smart Cage with Leslie Poitrel.
We keep on going with you, Wesley. Je ne vais pas vous féliciter, mais quand même, d'être ici ce soir, d'avoir vu Yazid combattre. Votre sentiment sur ce qu'on vient de voir, c'était assez spectaculaire.
Exceptionnel. Ça a été une très belle performance. Je pense que tout le monde a pu le voir. Et voilà, c'est une fierté, comme il a dit. Il représente la France, il représente ses origines ici aussi. Et voilà, surtout en France, d'avoir un événement comme ça, de représenter de cette manière, c'est génial.
It's been a super fight. So he's really happy that he's been here tonight. Wesley, explain us, what does it mean for you to be here today for this PFL debut here in France? Qu'est-ce que ça vous fait d'être ici pour les débuts de PFL Europe?
Ah, beaucoup de joie. Je suis là en tant que spectateur et je préfère être spectateur, c'est sûr. Mais beaucoup de joie, c'est une fierté voilà, en tant que Français d'avoir ce genre d'événement. Ça avance, on l'a vu, le MMA continue d'avancer avec cet événement aussi. Et voilà, c'est exceptionnel, c'est une belle soirée, et que tout le monde se régale, tout le monde kiffe.
He's really proud, of course, to be here tonight to see that it's getting stronger and stronger, the MMA in France. What can we expect for the main event tonight, Cédric Doumbé versus Jordan Zébo? We all expect this. Qu'est-ce qu'on attend de ce fight, de le main event ce soir, Cédric Doumbé face à Jordan Zébo?
On attend la guerre, comme tout le monde a pu le voir, ça a beaucoup parlé. Donc on attend la guerre, mais voilà, il y a d'autres combattants aussi. Il y en a qui vont faire le job, il y en a qui l'ont fait. Et, c'est sûr qu'on est tous impatients de voir ce main event, mais voilà, que le meilleur gagne.
On attend. We're waiting the war tonight between Cédric Doumbé and Jordan Zébo. Of course, there's a lot of other fighters, but yeah, it's going to be a great fight. Thank you, Wesley.
Merci beaucoup.
My nickname is Dangerous, and just simply because of the way I fight. Like, I'm quite aggressive on the front foot, and you know, I'm never in a boring fight. I often get, you know, first round stoppages, so I think that's where the fans have named me Dangerous, because I did not make that name up. That is actually one thing that I really need before my fight. So having that face-off is like, that's when I fully get in the zone. So to me, when I stand in front of them, I just stand there, look confident, you know, and I never read too much into what they look like, because you can never tell when they get in the cage. I just always get in the zone once I've had that face-off. As soon as I step into the cage, my mind is just 100% focused on my opponent. Like, I don't really hear anything outside of the cage apart from my coaches, the odd shout, but I'm fully zoned in on them straight across. An MMA legend I'd probably want to share the cage with would be John Jones. I feel like he's a fighter that I've always watched, and to see him come back and win that heavyweight title was a really good moment to witness, so I definitely want to be in the cage with him. I am 100% cool with fighting a friend. You can put anyone in front of me in that cage. If I'm fighting, I'm fighting. My mum actually said, she's asked me that before, but I could literally fight my best friend if that's what I had to do. And that sounds so bad, but that is just the fighter in me. I think that's what makes me stand out from a lot of these girls, is that I've just got that killer instinct as soon as I'm in that cage. I mean, a fight between me and mum in right now would be me, but if we was back then, 100% her. Like, she was just as aggressive. Her right hand was just like mine, so do you know what that would be like? One of the fights I reckon a lot of people would want to watch. Best trash talker, we've got to give it to Conor, haven't we? Conor McGregor. I mean, I feel like even though it's not MMA, Jake Paul is coming in and taking over a little bit, so you know, you never know. I mean, Jake Paul's MMA debut is going to be one to watch, you know. Everyone thought he couldn't box, and he's doing pretty well at the moment. So, you know, I'm excited to see him in the smart cage one day, and I hope he takes it as serious as he's took his boxing, because MMA is a brutal sport, so I hope he's trained hard for it.
Dakota, I'd first of all just like to say congratulations on what's been a brilliant year with the PFL. But looking back to 12, 18 months ago, just tell me how different your life was.
Yeah, a little bit crazy, to be honest. This time last year, I was doing my debut with PFL, maybe like a month earlier, but I had no money in the bank, and just didn't know where I was going, to be honest. And then I signed with PFL, and now I'm in the semi-finals to this $100,000 tournament.
And how have you been finding this new career on such a big stage?
Yeah, I think they've built it up for me really, really well. You know, like I feel like it's all getting bigger and bigger each stage, but that's good. You know, it's what I need to get used to for the future. So I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, absolutely. Only one of your 8 fights has gone the distance. How important is it for you as a fighter to finish the fights within the distance? Is that something you think about?
Not really. It's not. I do want a bit more cage time. A bit more experience would be good. But I feel like I'm getting that in the gym as well. The rounds that I'm doing in the gym are just as good as, if not better than, the fights. So I just want a little bit more cage time. But at the same time, I don't get paid overtime, so I'm happy with the with the quick finishes.
Are we going to see you go back to your Thai boxing roots, or are we going to see a Dakota that we perhaps maybe saw in your last fight, or is it a bit of a surprise? I don't want to give too much away.
Do you know what? I never know myself what's going to happen. I'll just get in there and fight. I'll be there the whole time either way. So if I can get in and get a good knockout this time, I'll be happy with that.
Dakota, thank you so much. Good luck tonight. Thank you.
The following fight is a women's flyweight semi-final contest. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. She is a wrestling specialist and stands 5 feet 5 inches tall. She weighed in officially at 125.6 pounds and holds a record of 6 wins and 5 losses. Fighting out of Gothenburg, Sweden, Connie Future, Cornelia Ho! And her opponent, fighting out of the red corner. She is a Muay Thai specialist and stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. She weighed in officially at 124.7 pounds and holds a perfect professional record of 8 victories and no defeats. Fighting out of Manchester, England, dangerous Dakota Ditcheva! Your referee in charge, Derek Hickey.
Dakota Ditcheva in the red, Cornelia Holm in the gray. 3 5-minute rounds, playoff semifinal. Winner advances to face Valentina Skatici in Dublin for a $100,000 PFL Europe Championship.
Look at the change in the look in the eyes of Dakota Ditcheva right when the fight started. From smiling when she walked in to hunting her prey right now.
Already switching stances, opened with an inside leg kick out of the southpaw stance. There she goes to it again.
Such long limbs for this weight class as well, and she utilized them so well with that jab. But this is a good takedown for Holm.
Beautiful work. Nice scramble though from Ditcheva.
Cornelia Holm, strong work to get Dakota down. Dakota not conceding anything, right back to the feet, making Holm work for this one. There's that ATT room paying its dividends early for Dakota Ditcheva. Back to her feet, but Cornelia Holm pressing.
Looks like she's got 2 hands on 1 wrist here. She's trying to break this grip of Cornelia Holm, which is going to be difficult to do given how strong Holm is.
Nice job here from Ditcheva. Keeping her legs wide, so Holm won't drop to a double or a single.
Holm now all the way around the back if she wants to be.
Good knees to the thighs here.
I think this situation will give confidence to both women, though. Holm with the takedown and Ditcheva with the get-up.
Well, this is the adversity, Sean, that you were talking about. This healthy to feel this pressure sometimes, because if it gets too easy, you stop evolving. You stay the version that you are that's successful, right? If it's not broke, don't fix it. But if you can start finding some holes, some gaps in your game that can be improved, you're always going to continue evolving. And Holm is the kind of person that will find those gaps in your game.
She's doing a really good job so far, keeping Ditcheva up against the fence, wearing on her, making her work. Ditcheva's got a wizard here.
And I make the point all the time that this is not the most fan-friendly style of mixed martial arts, but it is as taxing and difficult as any other kind of fighting that you can experience inside of our smart cage or anywhere else. both fighters here constantly flexing, pressing, the little micro muscles and the major muscle groups all having to work, sapping the gas tank. It's a brilliant strategy by Cornelia Holm to try and take the explosiveness and bounce off of Dakota Ditcheva, because if she can find space again, that's where she's really, truly dangerous.
No, and that's a great point, Sean, because like it's not only the muscle fatigue, but it's also the head pressure, the pressure into the body. Like she's driving her head into the face of Ditcheva right now. She's making it very uncomfortable. You can see this hook on the far side, keeping her trapped against the fence, but always driving her head in, forcing Dakota to deal with this pressure. Beautiful work by Cornelia Holm, and it's going to be exhausting for her because it's hard to know when to relax in these moments, right? This is where really good wrestlers like the Lazy King can be efficient. As a striker, it's very difficult to relax in these moments. It's unfamiliar to us.
She dropped down for a single, trying to go for a double again, but Ditcheva recognizes it. Back to the single. She may use it to go to the back of Ditcheva again.
And look, Dakota Ditcheva has been confident for good reason, because she puts in work with really high-level wrestlers, both male and female, people who can really push her. And now
there's the knees.
The knees coming up the center, right back on the attack. Holm trying to drive through this takedown attempt, and Ditcheva, excellent balance, does not concede. Now going to work right hand to the body of Cornelia Holm, who is dogged in the pursuit of a true takedown here.
That was perfect timing when Ditcheva was throwing those knees, because if you time that on the wrong moment,
you're going to eat one.
You're going to eat one and it's over.
And she's so close here to getting her hands together, or either around a leg or a hip. Great wrist control by Dakota, keeping these hands apart, but now her hands are together on a single leg. Can she get her hips into the fence and start to elevate? Great base from Ditcheva.
She's not giving Ditcheva any space to move away. Trying to close her hands, but Ditcheva is doing a really good job keeping her legs wide like this. So it's not possible for Holm to close her hands and lift her up.
Hard to see from this angle on the camera, but they are right in front of our broadcast position. Really nice cross-face that whole time from Dakota Ditcheva, who now goes back to work with some knees. Holm offers a few as well. If I'm Cornelia Holm's corner, I absolutely love that.
It was the best thing she could have done in that first round. Drain Dakota, force her to work in ranges that make her uncomfortable. Let's see what she can do to regroup here.
More stars in the building.
I'm taking the telestrator with me, though.
Ditcheva in the red, Cornelia Holm in the gray. Dakota.
Pressure on the feet now from Ditcheva.
Now, how does this change Ditcheva's striking game, knowing that Holm is going to be grabbing a hold of her at the first opportunity? She's got to try and fill that center channel with knees. Try and catch her on the way in, or potentially focus on takedown defense. Oh,
big right hand.
What a right hand that was.
It's a laser. She always hits her target with that right hand.
Gets a hold of the leg, though.
Cornelia Holm.
Good job by Ditcheva.
Grabbed a hold of that leg. Gonna have to adjust a little bit here.
Solid teep to the midsection as well. You can just tell the conditioning of Ditcheva. I mean, you can see the physicality on her, but, you know, in order for her to be so long and rangy at the weight class, she has to stay on point with her conditioning. Oh, she caught the leg. Could she get a takedown here?
Good balance from Ditcheva there, but Holm is back where she wants to be.
You've got to think the hours that Ditcheva spent doing this American Top Team. Every coach in that building knows that people are going to try and do this to her. When she starts landing that crisp right hand or those knees to the chin, she's going to get closed down.
I mean, this is really what Cornelia Holm has to do. She ate that right hand, and then a high kick landed. Nasty leg kick as well from Ditcheva.
Looks like Holm's got her hands locked. Drops for a single.
Referee's not going to allow this to be a stalemate on the cage for an entire round like he was in round number 1. Wants to see more action here. Mentioned that during the break to both corners. And there is the stand-up. Cornelia Holm tries to go right back to her. Good sprawl, and then immediately back on the attack with that left high kick.
Beautiful left hand there by Ditcheva.
Oh, solid knee.
We saw her finish a fight in the PFL, I believe her PFL debut, with a similar knee. Here comes the right hand from Dakota.
Switching stances as well. Straight left, straight right, sets up both of her kicks, both power sides as well. Beautiful fluidity in the movement. You can see Cornelia Holm now starting to really feel the pressure. Desperate to get this fight to the floor. Beautiful, very nice. Now we're going to see Holm deal with the grappling skills of Ditcheva.
He's got a hold of the wrist. He's going to try and take it back. Got one hook in. There's the second. Can she stretch her out?
2 hooks in.
Goes to work with the right hands.
Arm triangle possibly.
Heavy hips.
Something tells me Ditcheva's not going to try for a submission after that first round.
Trying to move back into mount.
And I need you to reach together with that.
Ground and pound here from Ditcheva. Holm continuing to move. Make Ditcheva address the position first. Holm's going to need that underhook if she wants to get up from here.
Ditcheva is trying to get her forearm on the face of Holm to create space. And then those strikes again.
Nice short shots while at the same time maintaining that head position.
Good work by Holm to get her legs back in the fight.
No surprise there.
I mean, it's a small victory, but then this is your reward. Back on the feet with Dakota Ditcheva. Good level change here from Holm.
She goes again, pushes her back, but great balance by Ditcheva.
Guillotine.
Beautiful.
She's got a guillotine here. That looks tight.
It's very tight. Can she get the grip and elevate her right elbow? Get the angle on that forearm across Cornelia Holm's
job by Holm, pushing her head up.
If Holm gets this takedown, she's got to land outside of the guard, otherwise she's going to get trapped here.
Trying to hook the leg.
That is a tight squeeze. But the hands are locked for Cornelia Holm. Ditcheva has lost the grip on the choke.
It wasn't deep enough. Now she needs to let go because it'll be easier for Holm to lift her when she keeps a hold of that guillotine.
Really great takedown defense here, and all of this takedown defense from Ditcheva is exhausting for Holm as well, whose posture's broken, head's down. Look at this. Now you can see the difference. Look at the bend in her spine now. Before we had that head pressure. Now we don't.
Round 3, Dakota Ditcheva in the red, Cornelia Holm in the gray. Sean O'Connell, Dan Hardy, Stefan Struve, cage side. Winner of this fight advances to the PFL Europe Women's Flyweight Championship in Dublin on December 8th. $100,000 and a nice shiny gold belt on the line there.
I think we're going to start seeing Dakota start throwing head kicks soon, setting up by her hands, because Holm's staying outside of her kicking range here. Dakota's going to have to step into range with a couple of punches and try and set the kicks up.
Holm's waiting for that for the level change. Dakota lands a right hand and then a right leg kick.
Trying to line Holm up to land a big shot, but the speed in the takedowns and the level change from Holm in those first 2 rounds surprised a lot of people, I think.
And we've got to remember what Dakota mentioned to Olivia earlier as well. She wants cage time. She wants time in there, experience. She doesn't want to get to 10-0, 12-0, 15-0, and have not had the time in there to understand the game fully. This is why her conditioning is so important. You've got to see this from Cornelia Holm's perspective as well. Ditcheva's moving constantly, switching her stance. So anytime you start to set something up, you've got to recalibrate when she switches her stance.
Check right hand landed.
A good leg kick from Ditcheva, but as you said, Sean, good right hand from Holm.
And that stabbing front kick and another leg kick from Ditcheva. Both of these women showing a little fatigue. Oh, there's a head kick. Good bounce still in the steps after some deep breaths.
Smart third round for Dakota. Keeping that kicking range with those long legs. Every single time she has come too close, it was Holm who made the level change and went for her legs. Or full leg kick.
Ditcheva might just be content to kick that front leg out from under Cornelia Holm for these final 3 minutes. We've seen kicks to the legs stop fights in the past. Nice right hand. Landed behind the ear.
Ditcheva's doing a really good job of feinting with her hip as well. Now she knows that the low kick is really hurting her opponent. Once you start feinting, twitching that hip, there she goes again.
Beautiful jab. And another. And finishing a combination with the attack to that lead leg. Cornelia Holm, toughness on display yet again. We saw it last time out. Won a split decision over Marta Valishek. After being dropped, good jab again from Dakota Ditcheva. Cornelia Holm, very difficult to put away. Dakota Ditcheva with the third round finish.
What a finish, beautiful work. Hard shot to the body, she's still hurt. Still can't breathe.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Derek Hickey calls a halt to the action at 2 minutes and 55 seconds of round number 3. Declaring your winner via TKO and clinching her spot in the PFL Europe Championship, Dakota Ditcheva!
All right, Dakota Ditcheva, still undefeated as a professional, make it 7 pro knockouts now. This one was a liver shot, straight left hand to the body. Was that part of training camp, or is that a read you made in this fight?
It's a shot I always work, but not something that was specific to this fight. I've dropped my brother with it all the time, so yeah, I'm not surprised she went down, to be honest.
A little adversity in the first round. She pressed you against the cage. She was able to keep you there, maybe try to wear you out a little bit. What were you thinking heading into round number 2?
She was just like, just trying to hold, like she wasn't doing anything. She was just trying to stall the whole 5 minutes, which is boring. You want to see us fight, right?
Now you're headed to Dublin for a European Championship, $100,000 on the line against Valentina Skatici, who gets the walkover victory. How do you view that matchup?
Get her in now, I'll do it now. Let's get it over and done with. Give me the 100K.
Well, get her in right now. Here she is.
Yeah, get her some gloves. Somebody get some.
All right, Valentina Skatici, now you know who your opponent's going to be. What do you think about a matchup with Dakota Ditcheva?
Yeah, for the first, congratulations for your match. And then I can wait to show you who is the real warrior.
Let's get a face-off between these two ladies.
I love it. What a great face-off that was.
The following fight is a light heavyweight semi-final contest. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a grappling specialist and stands 6 feet 2 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 205 pounds. His professional record consists of 3 wins and 2 losses. Fighting out of Gran Canaria, Spain, the White Gorilla, Daniel Ladejo. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He is a striking specialist and stands 6 feet 5 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 205.9 pounds and holds a perfect professional record of 8 victories and no defeats. fighting out of London, England, Smooth Simeon Powell. Your referee judge, Le Poirier.
Simeon Powell in the blue trunks, Daniel Ladero in the gray trunks. Sean O'Connell, Dan Hardy, and joining us, world champion David Haye on the broadcast booth for this fight. Touch of the gloves, and we are underway. 205-pound semifinal. Winner moves on to Dublin in a PFL Europe Championship fight. Leg kick misses there for Ladero.
Ladero is going to be looking for that lead single leg, I think. He's going to try and grab a hold of that as quickly as possible. Try and get Simeon Powell to the floor where he can take away his height and reach advantage. And we did double check his reach, 85 inches. We checked it against Stefan Struves.
David Haye, Simeon Powell right now measuring, right? He just barely threw his first couple of jabs of this fight. What's going through the young man's mind right now?
He's looking at his range. He's making sure he doesn't make any mistakes. He's looking calm, looking composed. You know, he understands that he has the longer reach, so he doesn't need to rush his work. And he's sort of picking his spots, picking his moments, nice little jabs to the body. Yeah, he looks very, very composed, like he's got full understanding of what he has in the locker. You know, he understands this a serious fight he's in. His opponent, short notice, so he's looking at taking this guy out very conclusively, but he's not rushing his work, and I like that from him.
There's a left hook lands for Ladero. Simeon Powell on the retreat. He's landed 3 of those sharp calf kicks. And when you watch the nickname Simeon Powell, he doesn't twitch, right?
No.
They call him smooth for a reason, because he moves smooth, slow is smooth, smooth is fast, and so that slow movement ends up being fast.
Now we're seeing some bruising from that fourth calf kick, and Ladero starting to react to it. That could potentially set up a high kick. Ladero's got to be very careful, especially if he starts reaching for that leg, trying to catch it.
He doesn't want to do that. I tell you
Not
that.
with those long limbs, man.
Yeah, 6'5" at 205. That's a big frame, very big frame, and he's got that leverage. You saw the power then resonating. Ladero, he's not enjoying it in there right now.
Saw that laser right hand land as Simeon Powell starts to figure out the distance here. What's the biggest reach deficit you ever gave up in a fight, David Haye?
I don't know what the heavyweight champion when I challenged in 2009, Valuev, he was 7'2". His arms were ridiculously long, and no, I couldn't match him for pace, so I had to come inside. I had to slip inside the range and counter, because his punch, his length was too long. But, you know, you have to just adapt one way or another. When you're in there, when the fight's flowing, you figure it out.
And he's dealing with the pressure so well. I can't imagine being this young and 8-0 undefeated and being on a stage like this.
It's amazing. He really is rising to the occasion. He's not overawed. He looks relaxed. He looks calm. He looks like the veteran in there. Only 8 fights, but he's looking very calm. He understands he was the first round. He's taking his time. He's picking his spots, and you know, this is what you expect to see, you know, in a future champion.
Well, one thing that's interesting about Simeon Powell, right? He participated in showcase bouts in previous PFL global seasons and had a ton of success. Very impressive performances. And wants to say, yeah, I'm ready to jump into the global season. But I applaud the way that he is taking this path. He's going the measured route, making sure he develops himself correctly and slowly so that when he does make that leap to the global season, he's truly ready to compete for the $1 Million Championship.
Yeah, anyone can rush into anything in life, but it's really, really important to get the foundation, get those fundamentals locked in when it counts, really understanding what it's all about, you know, because when you are in there against the elite, and if you don't have a foundation, if you don't have that basic, you know, foundation, you're gonna fall apart. And you know, so far he's done. Every move has been meticulous, slowly but surely, you know, building who he is, and you know, slowly but surely he will be winning these fights in the understanding that, you know, he is a young man, but he will find ways to finish these fights in a manner that makes him understand that this is what it's all about. That leading knee there, you know, he's very, very composed, and that's what it's all about. It's all about understanding what he's in the ring with right now.
Final 10 seconds of round number 1 here. Ladero making this a fight very much, but Simeon Powell really starting to measure and land, right? And you're just, you've got to work your way inside. You got to try to attack the body, but he sees that, and he moves backwards so smoothly and fluidly. Ladero's going to have to try and get down onto the legs.
He's going to have
Simeon
to do
Powell.
He's going to have to do something significant, because what he's doing currently isn't going to be enough if he keeps on going through these rounds.
I'm surprised that we've not seen a more aggressive attempt to try and get this fight to the floor with him being such a strong grappler. Like, if I'm Ladero, I'm looking at Simeon and thinking, yeah, he's got really long limbs, but I'm also thinking ankle locks and kimuras and arm bars. Ideal for a grappler like Ladero. He's just got to get the fight to the floor if he's going to have any success with it.
But he looks a little shy to close that range, to get into that close range.
Well, that might be a factor of the fact that Simeon has already threatened a couple of knees. He doesn't want to dive himself down onto one of those knees.
That's the hip feint that we keep getting. Simeon shows him that there might be something coming up the center line. Almost like posturing an uppercut when someone keeps dipping their head into the pocket.
Second time Ladero's mouth guard has come out. Powell now goes back down to the low calf.
Starting to swell that lead leg. You can see the redness around the calf. Oh, body lock. Is Simeon going to disengage? Yes, he does.
Simeon Powell in the blue trunks, Daniel Ladero in the gray. Winner moves on to a light heavyweight European championship, $100,000 at stake in that fight. That'll be December 8th.
He's looking for that right hand again, trying to find a channel through it down the center line.
Now he's got the measurement, but Ladero, erratic movement, is able to kind of throw Simeon Powell off rhythm. A lot of respect being shown from Simeon Powell for the...
Oh, he tried the uppercut, just missed it.
Yeah, looked at inadvertent headbutt there, might have landed on the shoulder and maybe jaw of Simeon Powell.
Ladero's had some success with the overhand right on occasion.
Yeah.
But he's very tentative with it. He's not letting it go freely. Powell looking at countering. Balance is nice. Keeping that distance, keeping that long-range distance in his favor.
More attacks to the low calf from Simeon Powell. That's really been his primary weapon so far in this fight, as he tries to avoid that overhand right counter. If he gets too close, that's where Ladero's coming with the strikes.
Oh!
Here's a big flurry from the Spaniard.
I have to say, Ladero does look more confident in his striking. I think he's trying to set up a level change now, though.
There is some hesitation from Powell to really string the combinations together, and that's allowing... The longer you let a big underdog in a fight hang around, the better off that underdog is, right? Building confidence and feeling like something interesting can happen.
He's not enjoying that low kick, I know that.
Oh, no. It's going to be uncomfortable on the flight home tomorrow as well, I can tell you that. What would be the first thing you'd be working? If Simeon Powell walked into a boxing gym at this stage, what would be the first thing you'd want to work with him?
Just the feints, just really getting your opponent on edge so he doesn't know when a jab's coming or when a feint's going, just, you know, unsettling your opponent's rhythm and flow. And, you know, like there, he showed a little jab, but I'd like a feint and then a solid jab behind it. You know, just mixing up the feints and the punches so your opponent doesn't know whether he's getting punched or getting feinted, and it just really gets him out of rhythm.
We've seen some good body work today as well, some really good body punching. I think that might be useful, especially if Ladero's wading forward with big punches and Simeon Powell's dropping his head back, might start searching for the body to hit something.
Yeah, that's definitely the idea for the shorter fighter. Getting to the body, hitting the solar plexus, trying to drain the energy, you know, of the taller fighter. It never hurts that game plan. Just putting even if it's a solid jab to the solar plexus, each one of those really drains the opponent's gas tank.
How do you think it would change your game to fight in an arena that wasn't a square? Would it change your game trying to trap people in corners? Because you can see there's quite a lot of movement, areas to get out here.
There's a hell of a lot of movement. You know, I've always obviously fought in a ring, a squared ring, and you know, being able to keep going round and round, that would have definitely changed my game. I like to trap people in the corners.
One punch is a game changer with these big boys. And of course, Ladeiro's looking for the level change, and Sim's really good with his knees. So it takes away his knee game because he can't commit to them. It's going to square his hips up and make takedowns easier if he doesn't land the knee in the process.
Right hand came from Ladeiro, who now puts his jab out there. He's been throwing the overhand right almost exclusively as his lead attack, trying to counterpunch Simeon Powell, whose best attack has been the low calf kick. But Ladeiro, even though there's redness showing and some bruising on that lead leg, he's still moving.
I think Sim's getting stuck because he's expecting the level change at any moment. And the thing is with the overhand right as well, people throw the overhand right to disguise the level change. You drop your hands to start defending takedowns and you leave yourself open for the overhand.
The left has found its home for Ladeiro on back-to-back punches, one with jab, one a hook that backed up Simeon Powell.
Twenty of 23 kicks landed for Simeon Powell.
Simeon's threatening, but he needs to just let his hands go a little bit more. That lead hand, that left jab, he needs to let it go. You know, it's there, it's in range. There he goes, that's it. As soon as he lets his hands go, he has success. He needs to let him go a bit more. I think he's waiting for the perfect opportunity, and sometimes you've got to make that opportunity happen with the punches. Even if the opportunity isn't there, just let your hands go.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's trying to find that crisp opportunity to land a clean right hand.
You got to give credit to Daniel Ladeiro here. He's standing toe-to-toe with the guy who a lot of people said he had no chance in a stand-up fight with. He's making it interesting, continues to threaten.
Threat on that level change again. It's making Simeon a little bit hesitant.
And look at that, Ladeiro, anytime Simeon gets into his range, he just rips. Throws heavy hands, throws the heavy right hand, throws the heavy left hook, and it forces Simeon Powell to retreat.
Nice jab there from Powell. Half a round left in this third round. I feel like Ladeiro is starting to feel like his confidence is on the rise, mainly because maybe he's nothing else to lose. Put your foot on the gas and see what you can land.
That's better. You need to start jabbing to the body, just getting that left hand working. Forcing in the openings.
There it is.
Don't wait for it. There you go. As soon as he starts letting his hands go, he starts having success.
This is what you needed to see from Simeon Powell. Starting to land, having a little bit of fun, stunting now and stalking against Ladeiro.
That's much better work.
Now he's switched on. Now we can hear the rumble around the arena. Starting to see some swelling around the eye of Ladeiro as well from those peppering jabs. In the last 90 seconds now, a nice level change feint. I think Simeon might burst into a little flow again in a second.
When he switched it on there, he looked super world class.
Right.
He looked like he was fully in control of the whole situation. And he's got that gear in him where he wants to turn it up. He's there. He's world class. He just needs to be able to fully understand when and why he's doing what he's doing. But he looks in full control. He has been in control.
I'm curious why he backed off of it, quite frankly. Because
it looked fantastic. It looked like he was in control. It looked like he was taking full control of Ladeiro, but he then turned it off. He turned it off.
He landed multiple punches in those combinations there. You finally see some swelling around the eye of Ladero. You got visual proof that what you're doing is working, and then he takes his foot off the gas pedal. It's something, I guess, that'll come with more experience for Simeon Powell, but...
Exactly, that's it, it's his experience. When he watches this back, he'll understand that how it felt in there and how it actually was is two completely different things.
He's made a real mess of Ladero's nose here with these crisp, straight punches that he's been throwing.
Final bell of this light heavyweight semi-final. The fans...
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored this bout 30-27 for your winner by unanimous decision and clinching their place in the PFL Europe Championship, Simeon Powell.
All right, Simeon Powell, victorious in this fight. The fans didn't necessarily love the pace. In the immediate aftermath, how do you evaluate your performance?
I did what I had to do. I had a change of opponent last minute. I've been trying things for a certain type of opponent. I got a different type of opponent, but yeah, I just played a bit safe. But yeah, no, I'll be back next time.
You're on to Dublin. Congratulations, Simeon Powell, victorious via unanimous decision.
Is a light heavyweight semi-final contest. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a striking specialist and stands 6 feet 3 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 206 pounds and holds a professional MMA record of 6 victories and 1 defeat. Fighting out of Ljubljana, Slovenia, Jakub the Gorilla Nedo. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He is a wrestling specialist and stands 6 feet tall. He weighed in officially at 206 pounds and in 9 professional bouts has built a record of 8 wins and a single loss. Fighting out of Lille, France, the White Bear, Anthony Salomon. Your referee in charge, Mark Goddard.
Anthony Salomon in the blue, Jakub Nedo in the gray. I've seen the question asked on the internet all the time. A gorilla or a bear, who wins? We're about to find out. Nedo is the gorilla. The white bear is Anthony Salomon. Touch of the gloves and we are underway. Light heavyweight semifinal. Winner moves on to face Simeon Powell in Dublin for $100,000 and a European championship.
You can see the speed advantage here before they've even connected. Oh!
Anthony Salomon ripping combinations here. Nedo so far with no answer. And now chest to chest. And Salomon very happy to be here. He's the one with the Greco-Roman background.
Spent some time training at Killcliff for this fight as well, Salomon, somewhere that you're very familiar with, Impa. Can you tell us what they would have added to his game for this fight?
Man, just having different training partners that can give different looks. Understanding where to control in the cage.
Oh! There's that jab again. Nedo knocked out his last opponent, started the beginning of the end with a jab. It looks like Anthony Salomon has recovered, though.
Scores a takedown here. Now he's trying to climb up Nedo's back as he's scrambling to his feet. It looks like he's going to lose the back, but he's still got that wrist control. Oh, good knee. lethal in the clinch with his uppercuts. But look at the size difference when they do lock up.
Opposite pace of what we saw in that last fight. Swing and a miss there for Anthony Salomon. Oh, there's another combo! Jakub Neto down on top of Salomon, pounding away, and Godon waves it off. Jakub Neto in the first round.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Goddard calls a halt to the action at 1 minute and 35 seconds of round number 1, declaring your winner via TKO and clinching their place in the PFL Europe Championship, Jakub Neto.
All right, Jakub Neto. Strong performance, first round finish. You came in to hostile territory to fight a French guy in France. Did this crowd affect you at all?
Like I said, put pressure on me, I will shine. Diamonds are made under the pressure.
Jakub, you've been incredibly confident since I first saw you. I first talked to you in the shuttle from the airport. You told me you were on your way to winning a PFL Europe Championship. With your performance tonight and what you saw in the other semifinal, do you feel confident that that's the end result?
Yeah, from the day one, when I signed this tournament, I felt that I will win this tournament. This is for me. Tournament is made for me.
Did you have a chance to watch Simeon Powell's performance in the last fight? Tell me what you thought of that last semifinal.
It was really non-active fight. I don't see any danger in there. I see myself as a winner.
We just played some highlights. It doesn't even have to be your right hand. Twice now we've seen you knock down opponents with your jab. How do you put that much power on your jab?
I really trained so hard. I went through hell to come to here, and everything is paying off. Hard work, years of hard work, every day. And yeah, I will continue.
We've got Simeon Powell in the building. We know what our matchup in Dublin is now. Jakub Neto punches his ticket to Dublin. Simeon Powell did so earlier. Sim, what do you think of this matchup?
Yeah, he's a powerful guy. You're going to see the better version of me. I'm coming to knock this guy out, trust me.
Let's face this thing off. Be serious.
Abdoul, your PFL debut, you came in front flipping yesterday. How buzzing are you for this?
I'm feeling very good. Like always, there's a little bit, butterflies in my stomach, but it's normal. And now we're preparing with the reps, and so we're gonna do the warm-up and go for the fight.
So you're right in the middle of your preparations. How special is it to be making your debut in front of your home fans as well?
It's like always, because I already made some fights here in Paris, so it's nothing new for me. It's it's the routine, So like always.
And obviously, with you being who you are, with you comes such high expectations. How do you continue to live up to those expectations?
I already accepted that I can lose and I can win. So for me, there's no problem to lose, because at the end, it's me fighting in the cage. The people, they can be upset. I understand, but when I lose, that I am losing. So that's why I'm cool. I'm ready for the war. And I'm ready for the lose also, so that's why we are concentrated on the win, of course, and we will do our best.
Absolutely, and I'm sure everyone here watching will know this, but just in case they don't, can you please tell everyone why the Lazy King?
The Lazy King, because it's my lazy character, but it's not lazy like you think, it's lazy, it's efficiency, optimizing things, so that's why lazy,
Love it. Abdoul, thank you so much and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Us.
Weigh-ins yesterday, Brad Wheeler, the Lazy King's opponent. And of course, the Lazy King himself, Abdouraguimov.
following fight is a special showcase bout and our co-main event. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a striking specialist and stands 6 feet tall. He weighed in officially at 180.7 pounds and in 31 professional fights has earned a record of 18 wins and 13 losses. Fighting out of Romford, Essex, England, Brad the Crazy Kid Wheeler! And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, is a BJJ and wrestling specialist and stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 178.5 pounds and has amassed a record of 16 victories, 1 defeat and 1 no contest. Fighting out of Nantes, France, the Lazy King, Abdouraguimov. The referee in charge, Loic Pourret.
The chance of Abdoul coming down from this sold-out crowd in Paris. Lazy King in the black trunks, Brad Wheeler in the gray. Showcase bout.
Wheeler's a slick boxer. You can never underestimate this guy's hands. He's good at putting his boxing combinations together, working that jab to the midsection to start with. He's going to think about that right hand over the top, you know it. There it is. Oh!
Strikes there from Wheeler to start the fight off.
Got the attention of the Lazy King there, who goes to the low calf kick.
It was almost like he put himself in the pocket to feel Brad's power for a moment. I think he's going to level change now. He's got Brad's confidence to throw.
Really good choice. Wheeler start with shots to the body. That way it's really hard for Abdouraguimov to go to his legs.
Exactly that. Fill that center channel with a jab.
Gonna have to be careful, Abdouraguimov, to keep his feet underneath him. He's leaning himself back to avoid those punches.
He's kicking on the center line as well. Brad's going to keep countering those calf kicks. If he doesn't get his head off the center line, change his angle. Nice low kick from the Lazy King. Oh, and we're clinched.
What he wants. Now the power is Lazy King down. Drives Wheeler into the cage, reaps the leg, and right into the mount here.
He's got the neck. Transitions into the rear naked.
Wheeler's trying to escape this back position. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. He knows what he's dealing with here.
Trying to peel Abdouraguimov off of his back using the mat.
Fantastic wrist control here from the Lazy King. Really good work.
Dagestani handcuff.
And he's got that top hook as well.
And look at that. Slings Wheeler over back onto his belly to get that back control.
So you can see here, Lazy King's got hooks in. He's controlling the back. Now he's going to try and flatten him out. Always pinch him with both of his legs. Oh, he looks like he's got this set up.
That's very tight. Wheeler.
Isolating the head and arm at the top. Now he's going to drag him back. Hooks go back in. Look at this control across the waistline here. The cross.
Look at him chaining the submissions together. Wheeler again has to get his back to the mat.
And look here, he's trapped the arm of Wheeler as well. The top arm's trapped here. Can't do anything about that. Now he gets his hand free. But the rear naked choke looks like it's getting closer and closer.
He just keeps switching sides, switching the grip on his legs. There's the body lock. And now
on the palm. Can he finish it right here?
There's the short choke. That's tight.
Oh,
that's
it.
Oh! First round finish for the Lazy King.
Wow. What an incredible grappler. I mean, Brad Wheeler is no joke on the mat.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Loic Pourret calls a halt to the action at 2 minutes and 43 seconds of round number 1, declaring your winner to a submission via a rear naked choke, Abdouraguimov.
Dan Hardy, I'm here with the Lazy King. I suppose all of us should bow down. What an incredible performance. You got him to the ground. You started to chain together the submission attempts. Did you know the rear naked was going to be the one?
he surprised me. He was really calm and collected. He's really a good fighter, you know, because he wasn't stressed and so I was a little bit surprised at the beginning because he wasn't, you know, running away from the fight. So that's why at the beginning I was a little bit, you know, hesitating. But after I saw at the ground, it was not so difficult to take the positions. And he defended very well, but then it was done. So I'm happy now.
Well, you call yourself the Lazy King because you like to be efficient. You don't waste energy on the ground, and that's what the top grapplers in the world do. Do you have the best jiu-jitsu in the sport of mixed martial arts right now?
I would say one of the best, maybe, but I'm not going to tell that I'm the best, you know, because a lot of good other fighters in the world, so one of the best, maybe.
What do you think of this Paris crowd? Everybody excited to see you.
Thank you for everybody. Merci beaucoup à tout le monde. Woo! Lazy show, ladies and gentlemen. And soon it's going to come to the United States of America.
Well, Dan Hardy was just talking about that. Is the plan to move into the PFL global season and chase a $1 million championship?
Yes, that's the plan. Like I said, it's step by step. So this one is done. Alhamdulillah. So the next step is going to be the first fight at the lightweight tournament in the USA at the 2024 tournament.
At lightweight?
Yes, at lightweight. Because I'm a lightweight category, but I always fought at welterweight. But I'm a lightweight, you know.
Abdouraguimov, congratulations. All hail the Lazy King.
What a natural-born superstar.
Well, we showed you Kylian Mbappé, and their stars are in the building tonight. Leslie is in the smart cage with the rapper Black M.
Yeah, lots of celebrities here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, with Black M. Black M qui est ici ce soir au Zénith. Qu'est-ce que ça vous fait là de vous retrouver dans la cage? How does it feel to be in the cage?
Ça me fait hyper plaisir. Je pense qu'on est là pour le même événement tous. On est tous fans de MMA. Et ça fait plaisir d'être ici parce que Cédric ramène le MMA très loin quand même. Et on est très très content d'être ici.
He's really happy, of course, to be here because all these people, of course, are bringing the MMA to another level. What do you expect from the upcoming fight, Cédric Doumbé against Jordan Zébo? Qu'est-ce que tu attends de ce fight qui arrive entre Cédric Doumbé et Jordan Zébo?
Ben, en général, on sait très bien que c'est lui qui fait les pronostics. Et en général, il ne se trompe pas. Et on attend de voir avec impatience.
Yeah, we're used to him giving the right prognostic, so we'll see if he's going to miss it tonight or not. So what, is going to switch him off or on? What do you think? Il va l'éteindre ou pas ce soir, alors, Jordan Zébo?
Comment?
Est-ce que Cédric Doumbé va éteindre Jordan Zébo ce soir? C'est la question que tout le monde se pose.
On est spectateur et on espère que Cédric va tenir sa parole.
We're spectators, of course, and we wish him to give his truth and keep his promise. Thank you, Black M. Enjoy the night.
Merci beaucoup. Merci, bravo le PFL. Force à Cédric. Et respect au MMA français. Faites du bruit pour le MMA. Merci.
Give some noise for the MMA.
Oh, man, you're dead. I'm going to meet you right now, the face-off, physically. Face-off. Face to face. Jordan! I'm gonna smack his face.
When I see his face in front of me like this,
I saw the fear. He's scared.
PFL debut. How excited are you for this?
I don't know, I have no words, I'm just, I'm excited. I can't wait to fight, I can't wait to share my energy with the audience, with the fans. Really happy to be here.
Talking of the fans then, you practically sold this venue out in not much time at all. How special a night is it to do it in front of your home fans?
It makes a lot for me, it makes a lot for me, because it means people are waiting for me for a while. So for me, it means a lot. I can't wait to give them what they want, and I can't wait to perform, you know.
It's Battle of the Frenchmen tonight, isn't it? Jordan, is this your toughest test yet?
Not my toughest test, but I mean, it's my biggest fight regarding to the, you know, to the pressure around the fight.
And it was a mattress first, then it was a pillow. What's your present for Jordan for after this fight?
That's a big surprise. Just
you're not giving anything away.
No. Just wait until my entrance. Big surprise for you guys.
Okay, we're all going to have to wait for that, Cédric. Thank you so much and good luck tonight.
Both fighters inside the PFL Smart Cage. Our main event. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. Cédric Doumbé, 31 years of age. Jordan Zébo is 23. Zébo, the taller fighter, weighed in a little bit heavier. The reach advantage on the arms goes to Cédric Doumbé. Equal measurement on the legs.
All right, keys to victory. Low stance, he's got to deter those takedowns, and controlling the center is going to give him more space behind him to sprawl into. Zébo's got to set up his takedowns with strikes, but he's also got to control the scramble, anticipating Doumbé is going to get back to his feet as quickly as possible.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following fight is a welterweight showcase bout and is our main event of the evening. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is an MMA specialist and stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 170.8 pounds and holds a perfect professional record of 4 wins and no defeats. Fighting out of Paris, France, Jordan Zébo! And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He is a kickboxing specialist and stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 169.9 pounds. And he also holds an undefeated MMA record of 4 victories and no defeats. Fighting out of Paris, France, Cédric the Best Doumbé. Your referee in charge, Mark Goddard.
To oversee our main event. Cédric Doumbé making his PFL debut in the black, Jordan Zébo in the gray. Southpaw stance for Zébo.
Is that low stance from Cédric? Oh!
Are you kidding me? It's over!
What?
Knockout for Doumbé!
Wow! Wow!
I think we may have a new record, gentlemen.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Goddard calls a halt to the action at 9 seconds of round number 1. Declaring your winner via knockout, Cédric the Best Doumbé.
You can see the two fighters exchanging some words there, and Cédric is the kind of person that will knock you out in 9 seconds and then invite you into his gym to help you improve. What a special athlete, 31 years old, 5-0 mixed martial arts, seemingly unstoppable up to this point in his career. All right, here with Sean O'Connell.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cédric Doumbé, victorious. It took all of 9 seconds for you to make a statement here in the PFL Smart Cage. You caught the kick, you landed the left hook, and then the right after it. Is this how you envisioned your PFL debut?
Hey. First of all, for French people, hey, je vous avais dit quoi? Y'a personne qui peut me tester, poteau! KO, premier round, on n'en parle plus! T'es mal depuis tout à l'heure, il me regarde, mesquine! Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You know, that's one of my best preparation I ever did in this combat sport, and I feel very great, very great. I feel on shape. Everything was settled, you know, to knock him out. I knew that I would knock him out. Of course, I didn't know that it would take 10 seconds, but I was pretty sure that he wouldn't pass the first round. So that's what I expect, of course.
I want to turn toward the monitor here. I want that replay to run again, and I want you to walk me through this entire fight.
You know, this is my specialty. You know, I'm a kickboxer, and all the time when someone kick me on the body or high kick on the head, I used to, you know, to trap his, you know, to take his leg and counter with the right, or all the time with the left. So, you know, he just came into it, and that was easy.
You acknowledged that this was the most pressure that has been put on a fight, right? You sold out this arena. Everyone's here to see you. Everyone expected you to dominate, and you delivered. What does that say about you, that you can deliver on all of this hype?
Can you repeat?
What does it say about you that under all of this pressure, you came through with that performance?
You know, I have more than 80 fights. 80 fights. I have more than 18 fights, and you know, I used to fight against such a big crowd like this. I did kickboxing championship in front of more than 20,000 people. I used to have this type of pressure, even more than that. You know, when I fought back in the day, Licky Holskan, he was undefeated. I fought Mircea Grona, Yohan Kongolo, big guys, you know, strong guys. The pressure was insane. And now, you know, Jordan Zébo is not the same level as them. The pressure was high because of, you know, big people right there. You know, Gims, Kiki dans la maison, all the, you know, the PSG team. Saladin Parnas, excusez-moi, j'oublie tout le monde, Blackie. Hey, y a trop de gens, gros. I forgot some people, but, you know, the pressure is high. Everybody is watching this fight, you know. So that's why, you know, but all the time, I'm the best who made the West win.
All right. You're now 5-0 as a professional mixed martial artist. So what's next for the best?
For the best, you know, it doesn't matter what some people used to say, I never decline a fight. Peu importe ce que des gens disent, jamais je refuse un combat, poto. I never decline a fight. So anyone, I don't have to call out anybody because I'm the best. They have to call me out, you know what I'm saying? Shut up, man. So next for me, you know, it doesn't matter. I will not say I want the bet right now. I wanna add something in my highlight. You know, I want more knockout in my highlight. So, c'est pas force. I don't want the bet right now.
Are you ready right now to jump into the PFL global season and chase the $1 million championship?
Oh, they're ready for me if I jump in the tournament. I'm always ready. Can I say something in French?
Please do.
Les gars, c'est une dinguerie. Pourquoi n'a-t-il pas vérifié les angles morts? Pourquoi n'a-t-il pas vérifié les angles morts? Hey, franchement, juste, seriously, I want to say this for Jordan Zébo. J'ai envie de dire ça pour Jordan. Hey, lui, il n'a rien à voir dans ça. Vous savez très bien qui a pris ce KO. C'est pas Jordan. Vous savez très bien qui a pris ce KO. Celui qui a pris ce KO, c'est celui qui frappe sa femme, qui frappait son ex-femme. C'est lui qui vient de prendre un KO. Voilà. Donc, Jordan, a lot of respect for Jordan. Jordan is a good fighter. He's very young. Jordan, il est très jeune. Là, ce que je lui ai dit, why did I told him? I told him that he's still young, you know. I want him to forget this defeat, you know. I hit hard. I'm very strong. I'm stronger than him. I want him to forget. Je lui ai dit, hey gros, oublie cette défaite. Je me la raconte pas, mais je frappe trop fort. Je suis trop fort que toi. Je suis plus fort que toi. Non, sérieux. Je lui ai dit, je suis plus fort que toi. Oublie cette défaite. Je veux surtout pas que tu arrêtes de t'entraîner. Tu as des capacités de fou. Continue de t'entraîner. Écoute tes coachs. Et ce que je demande, c'est, je veux pas que cette défaite, elle t'abatte. Les gens, ils vont continuer de t'encourager. Les gens, ils ont rien contre toi. Oui, on a crié Jordan, t'es mort, mais on va continuer de l'encourager. We still support Jordan. Et ce que je vous demande, c'est tout le monde sur les réseaux sociaux. Je veux que personne l'éteigne. S'il vous plaît, envoyez-lui de la force sur les réseaux sociaux. Allez le follow. Demain, si vous voulez le follow. Mais voilà, c'est un bon gars, Jordan, allez donner de la force. Enfin, c'est un bon gars, je sais pas, mais voilà, on dirait.
Congratulations, it was an honor to call the fight. Cédric Doumbé, ladies and gentlemen.